How are you doing, guys? We're back here. We're about to start the GSP League Event 3 at Clare Galway Castle. I got Sean Divs, Action Man, beside me. How are you feeling, Shawnee?
I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. I enjoyed the comp. It was a nice change to the usual, for sure. Amazing venue.
We've got events. New nicknames for you and Jack Harkin, by the way. It's Team Hanson.
Oh, well, in fairness, have you seen him?
Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and pull up strength results for this comp, because I've lost my list of names. So we have a Class 1 and a Class 2. This should be here, right, okay. So what we have in Class 1, I think it's the Class 1 guys that are going to be out first. We were looking at Tim O'Donnell, hailing from Cork, Andrew Hudson, Tiernan Canny, Richard Conlon, Remy Ma, Mark Stowley, McConville, Jordan Keown, Gary McMenamin and Dylan Brown. So, any word of advice to these guys? These are people who they're not so much a novice, they're more beginners, I think. And
I think the best advice you can kind of get earlier in the game is don't nail yourself down with pressure of feeling that you have to perform or do something that you may not think you might be capable of. Go out and just enjoy it for what it is to begin with. And I find like a lot of guys that jump in early and they have this kind of pressure, they tend to burn out when they think that they're not doing as well as they should be. So the best advice is go in and have fun over everything else. Yeah.
So the guys are loading up. There's going to be Axel, they're overhead, the same as you guys' first event. And they're going to be going for max axle. My wires are all looked up.
Is it max axle or for reps?
Actually, it's for reps, but we haven't got a update on here yet.
I think it's 75 seconds for reps, I believe.
Well, Class 1 is coming up as axle clean and press for max, so...
Unless the Class 1 and Class 2 are running differently, maybe,
They are running differently by the looks of it. We have a Class 2, which is the reps, because I have a guy who's doing that. So our Class 1 is actually our... I suppose it's more novice-y, I suppose. Class 2 is more novice-y, beginner, and then that little step up.
Yeah, because
Colin the lads there. They're all... who do I see in the background? Claudio and O'Doon.
Yeah.
All the guys are warming up, so... I think that axle is, what, 35 kgs, empty?
They are 35, and 20 on the outside. That makes them 75 kg axles.
75 kg axles, look. How did you find the venue?
I think it was amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just surreal. Like a lot of the time you could be either in a gym or like a car park or things like that there. So it's just a nice switch up. Definitely.
Definitely switch up from a field or a car park, that's for sure.
Definitely. And to be honest, we had a fantastic day for it too. So,
considering what it was like when you turned up, and of course the Galway rain had come in, and I was like, oh god, here we go.
I was going to set the temp for the day, and it just stopped just right on time. It was perfect.
A little bit of sunshine, a bit of overcast, a bit of breeze, so you don't overheat, which is always good.
Farmer's tan pending.
How's the body feeling?
I'm not too bad. I felt worse, but sure, we'll see how we feel in the drive when we're halfway back to Donegal.
Oh gosh, yeah, did you drive down this morning?
No, we came down last night.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Back, the two-way drive. Class 2. Okay, so we're actually Class 2 and then Class 1. So this is for reps, 75 kg reps. This is our more beginner and novice. So Ethan Preston is a Mayo man. He's coached by Killian Groom. And Colm Harper is the man behind Strong Nutrition Ireland. And I think this is actually Colm's first competition in Strongman. Colm is with the shades and the baldy head.
He competed with me in New Bloods in 2020 in Dave Warner's gym,
and then went into business.
Yeah.
And good press for both guys. One in the bag. One apiece, two apiece. Ethan's going for third using split jerk technique. Kind of if you see past them, Sean at all.
Yeah.
And Colm is just
popping
him out.
Go, using the reactive press, just pointing straight into it.
Yep. Banging away.
You know, he was a bag of nerves just before this too, and I think he's just shook it.
Yeah. So funny because I know sometimes you see him going into the training. He's actually a Masters athlete as well, isn't he, Colm?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And falling apart like the rest of us Masters athletes.
I can actually hear his knees cracking from here.
I said Ethan there. They're both reset now to the belt and to the rack position for Colm. And Ethan is back up again as well.
Oh, he's going to walk.
There's nothing more scarier than that's coming towards you.
It's The going for the walk and
first
coming
guys.
off the platform, I think that's whenever that's like, oh no.
Oh, and when you're in a small confined space and you're on a chair, that's the worst one.
I was actually very surprised at JR actually in our class that he didn't go for a walk.
He fell backwards though, did you see him?
Did he fall back?
He on his last
No,
chair?
I think he missed it and then he just panned out.
Oh,
I was just like, I'm
the
just
Britney
tired.
drama queen, yeah, bless him.
He's a show pony.
Okay, so next up then we have John Donlan. He's original Galway man from Glenamaddy, and Thomas Doherty there, both Galway men actually. Thomas does occasionally drop into the gym there for his Strongman Saturdays, and they're going to go head to head now. And John's first to the chest.
I always feel very awkward for the guys that have the really long beards when they go for the clean nice and high. And it's like, does it go get stuck under? Is it going to get trapped? Is it going to get in the way?
It's the same when they're doing stones with the tacky, and it does give me a bit of a scare. And John Donlan there is knocking him out. It's more of a strict. It's more of a little Jack Harkin. Here's a little press, and here's a little strict
like,
press.
I need to dip my knees and then stop and then press it.
And they're neck and neck now. These guys are synchronised. John Donlan knocking them out. Both of these lads now fighting away.
And it's great to see the referees are so consistently strict.
It's what we were saying.
There's no questionable calls being given whatsoever today, which is great to see.
We were literally saying this. I said we really want to drive up that standard as well. And both of those ladies, Mary Egan and Sharon Williamson, who are athletes themselves, they know what it's like to be on the other side of it. They also want everyone to be consistent, that you're not getting a soft call for something. And so the strictness is there, which is great to see. The
parades are going to be burnt out of the back of the heads. They're getting so many evils all day.
They're used to it. Mary doesn't give a rat's anymore, I don't think. She's quite used to it. She'd be like, okay.
I'll make you wait. I don't care.
Oh, absolutely. Eyeball me, I eyeball you back. Mrs. Divinal, she's just throwing some refreshments your way, darling. There we are.
Yeah, and we have Jay Gorman up now, and the referees have put on sunglasses for them bright white teeth.
Oh, and the Colgate smile.
Oh, the Colgate man.
So Jay Gorman.
Brilliant, lads. Brilliant. This is good. Referee's happy. Referee's happy.
So I think Jay Gorman and John O'Brien. That's who we love. That's who we're looking at.
John O'Brien is raw as well.
What is this lad doing? He's just like strict pressing these things out.
Yeah.
The two of them.
Very nice technique. Very smooth.
Yeah. Good pace. Good go. I don't think I've ever seen this guy, John O'Brien. He seems to be quite new. Jay I've seen obviously before. And Jay is gassing out there.
Yeah, stanky elbow gone.
Yep. Interesting to see you have John O'Brien there, who looks completely raw with his lifting, and Jay Gorman with the sleeves and the belt. And it's interesting to see when you have those the two extremes side by side.
It's like
that raw strength.
Yeah, when you see like the more higher kind of professional kind of athletes that come in and they have this belt and this wraps and this strap, and you see like these guys coming in beginners and they're perfectly raw, and it's good to see them actually smashing technique before they start sacrificing and adding little bits of help when they don't need it.
Because I always looked at it with my own athletes as saying like, this is things that you add in afterwards to give you that extra boost. Okay, so that extra boost.
Like, don't jump into a deadlift suit before you know how to deadlift.
Absolutely.
Like, get the grassroots nailed first.
So who do we have now? We have Mark Condren and Matthew.
Luke Donaghy, is it? Luke Donaghy and Mark Condren.
If we're going, but no, I think this.
That's a slight difference on the side,
slightly
is
different. And they're off anyway. Yeah, Mark Condren and Matthew McCallion.
Yeah. Matthew McCallion. I believe the two of these boys are from top tier gym in Derry.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So they're training partners going head to head. Bit of friendly competition.
Oh, excellent. Nothing better than that, having that drive each other on. Like in the women there, we had Becca and Molly, our coach and athlete, and Jade and Sorika, our coach and athlete.
Yeah.
So it's a nice one to see when that happens as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And Mark Condren's gone back in again, I think. The interesting thing here is there's no weight categories. It's all based on their push-pull total.
Yeah.
That's how we actually do it. So if anyone's looking and kind of going, well, that guy looks like he's bigger or stronger than the other guy, it's purely done on experience and your your actual strength rather than your weight category.
And don't be the guy that signs up for a lower weight class or signs up for a lower level beginner novice comp.
Absolutely.
And then hide the fact that your push press is better than what you actually let it on to be.
Yeah, because eventually that will get found out and you
It
will
will.
not be appreciated amongst the rest of the community.
No. Showing up pulling 300 raw at your first comp.
Oh, we've got great PBs. Okay, so who we got next? We've got Jason Ryder and Dean O'Shea. I'm not quite sure which one is which. Like I said, I remember faces for a lot of these lads and then forget the names.
That's the thing, they're coming into these here comps now and they're going to set a tone and people will know then from here on out. It's like they've had a great performance and you see them starting to come back more and more frequently and you actually see these guys progressing.
And it's fantastic because, again, we've seen some of the lads going from like these class 1, class 2 competitions and then they're stepping up to these comps, like the likes of Liam Shields there, coming in from league and then coming up to these open weight competitions. It's great to see.
Yeah.
Nice work, steady.
Keep pushing it, come on!
13 seconds.
And they're knocking out these reps now.
Right, come on, excellent.
Keep going!
Fantastic. So keep it going, lads.
Come on,
Yep.
G!
20 seconds.
I'm seeing some huge reps
Can we
going
go
up
more,
there,
yeah?
and you look at the strength results, there is some massive reps going up for some of these lads.
20 reps.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep pushing, G!
10 seconds, come on.
Oh.
There,
Very
and they're
nice.
locking them out. Very good.
5 seconds.
One more, G! Come on! Yeah! Come
And
on!
he's let the axle go, and it's rolling away.
That's excellent work.
And he has.
Really good operation. Really
Great to
good.
see. There's still a good few spectators around now for the Class 1 and the Class 2 competition here today at Clare Galway Castle. Great to see a lot of kids as well there. Hopefully we're inspiring another generation.
Yeah. The hype is great because, like, as Killian and Rory and myself would know from even the UKs this year, like you'd see, say, a partner or a friend in the crowd and you go up and say hello to them and then just the kids are wanting to come over and have pictures and that's the first
Absolutely,
experience
yeah.
for them.
It's great.
And then who knows, a few years later they could be the next best thing.
Absolutely. So we have up now Max Bevan. I actually coach this guy. That's the guy with the glasses and the bald head. And we have Claudio Nardone.
2, 1, let's go.
So Max is actually quite a good little presser.
And again, press, watch your referees, watch the ladies, that's it.
Again, it's remembering to wait for those down commands. You don't want to lose reps because you haven't actually watched or listened to your referee.
Look, Claudio, they work, boys.
It's always interesting to see though in these like other categories that they implement different techniques that you wouldn't see in the opens,
Yes.
like jerk pressing, split pressing, you know, like then you see the strict pressers.
Yeah, we were literally saying about this earlier, especially with the women's category, how the likes of Molly, say, who's normally an under 64, just moving up to under 73s, in order to, she's got a great overhead, but she's really relying, because she can't get that shoulder strength, is on that split jerk and being really technically efficient. Where some of the others, like myself, for many years, I was able to get away with the push press.
Yeah, like the evolution in Strongman has just come on tenfold. Like you didn't see half of this stuff maybe happen years ago, where Olympic lifting has had so much of an approach in Strongman that you actually see them training blocks of just Olympic lifting to learn these for these comps.
Yeah, I think a lot of that as well is some of these guys, how CrossFit had a big influence on getting people into powerlifting and then into Strongman as well, because there's been that crossover, especially with Rogue. So that element of crossover is coming in. So yeah, Tadeusz Grodek and Andrew Keneally. Okay, so I know Andrew Keneally anyway. He is coached by Matt. He's been with us for many years on and off. Trains away in GSP. Andrew is with the baseball cap and glasses. And Tadeusz, I think he trains up in Monaghan. I know he's done competition as well. So I could be completely off the mark.
I've seen Tadeusz a few times in comps, yeah.
Yeah. And Andrew, this is his first comp back in about 6 years, I think. He was pre-COVID before the last competition he did, and he's basically strict pressing him out.
Yeah, I'm seeing big numbers coming here.
Come on, Kenny!
Lovely, and again, right.
And then knocking him out here.
And keep that going, that's good.
It's more of a cardio exercise for these lads, I think, at the moment, the bigger guys. So
Yeah. Like there's only so long you can strict press before
Brilliant.
the burn.
30 seconds left, 30 seconds.
and then knocking them out of the park here.
Come on, guys. 25 seconds. Lovely, good work, keep it going.
So, and keep on going, lads. You've got this.
Great work.
I think it's just damage control now, maybe.
Literally, yeah. So we've 14 competitors in this class today.
10 seconds left.
And it's massive. It's great to see that growing. Like I was saying, it's great now for the you open guys as well. Like there's more. We're trying to get a few more competitions for you.
Yeah.
But I look around and this is what's going to bring these bigger lads into the opens now.
Yeah, definitely.
These kind of comps, it's giving them that taste of it, I suppose, and experience of competition that you didn't have really.
Exactly.
And a lot of the smaller guys, like because you've gone up opens now. You were what under 105?
Yeah, I was a 105. Yeah.
When you were skinny and small.
I was skinny. I looked like a bodybuilder, to be honest, at this stage.
Everyone's like Action Man or Bodybuilder Sean. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Action Man in off season now.
Action Man was left beside the heater, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Sitting in the corner with a tub of ice cream.
They should do an Action Man movie instead of a Barbie movie now.
Oh, here.
No, so I think they're going to move to the Class 1. Yeah, so we're going to go into the max attempts for the class. Yeah, so we're skipping from now Class 2. Class 1, slightly different event. They're doing the max axle rather than the axle for reps. So Tim O'Donnell, oh, they've changed the running order around. Oh, because they're coming in a different weight. So Gary McManaman and Tim O'Donnell. Tim O'Donnell, Masters athlete from Cork, coached by Matty Costello for a number of years now. Tim.
This is an 80 kilo opener for the two of the boys.
Yeah, opening on 80 kilos.
2, 1, go!
So up to the belt for both guys. Clean to the chest, good rack position.
Yes.
Gary's out and so is Tim. Get one apiece in the bag.
Guys, round of applause. Let's go next.
It's great to see the classes, like, you know, as you says, the weight classes, they're bigger, they're smaller, and you're seeing like the really tall to the extremes to the really smalls.
Absolutely, yeah. It's brilliant to see that, and again, she said like they'll probably fall into their own kind of category. It's giving them competition for, like I said, that experience, and for them to get stronger because they know they're going to be up against probably a bigger guy who should be possibly stronger than them.
And how many is this here? The first of the GSP League for the year now,
no,
or is this
3?
This
League
is number 3.
Yeah,
okay,
League 3. I'm fairly sure it's League 3. I always keep getting mixed up. League event 2, sorry. I said 2 earlier. Kayla corrected me and said 3. I was correct, Kayla. So League event 2. And then what happens is at the end of the year there is an overall winner. So they tally points up for as many league events as they do, and then at the end you get that overall winner.
And the best thing is, like, sometimes these competitions are moved to different parts of Ireland, so
Absolutely.
It's actually great that athletes that maybe couldn't have been here today can be at the next one. It could be more localised for them.
So we have Tim O'Donnell who's had to come straight back out for his next attempt at 85, and then we have Jordan Kirwin, who hails from Dublin and is a fan of natural stone lifting to be around the country, and both of them get that lift. And you know it's quite difficult. Like Tim is following himself. He's probably going to be out again now in 10 seconds.
Like that's what we found. It was very, you had the bar down and you were coming back again.
Yeah.
And when you're starting to get into that 90% zone, it's
tough.
Yeah.
And like I was saying on the live stream earlier, if people watching home if they don't understand, that clean takes it out of you. If you mess the clean up on the first time, you're now expending more energy that you're wasting that you could be using on that
By the
press.
time you get up to your shoulders, you're already seeing the stars.
Absolutely.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So Gary is out again. He'd skipped a beat and he's back in. And he's waiting for the down command. Yeah, from the referee. Look at the ref. Excellent. So good ref.
It's 90 kgs.
You're in the zone with this one. It's a good start, lads. Keep this going.
And the weight's going up now.
Now, which do you prefer, a fixed axle or free axle?
Do you know, I really don't mind.
No, much of a muchness
much
for
of a
you.
muchness, yeah. It's they're both horrible. No, I tend not to overthink the equipment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When it comes to, if it's overhead, it's overhead. Like if I was to choose anything, I much prefer log.
Yeah.
And I think it's that more neutral position.
Yeah.
So Richie Conlon now coming up, another Mayo man, coached by Killian Groom, does also come into GSP there to train his event stuff. And the other lad who we got.
3, 2, 1, let's go, boys.
And up to the belt,
Set.
up to the rack
Set,
position.
press.
Good press, and Richie now has got a very good split jerk. And there he goes, beautiful press.
I tell you what, lads, the feet destroy the barrel, that's a great start.
So we're breaking the 100 marks now.
Okay, we got Tim O'Donnell and Gary.
So Tim O'Donnell back up and Gary McManaman.
Masters are happy.
So 100 kilos, we say, is on the bar?
Yep. And like, there's athletes here now that are coming out for even their second or third lift, and there's some that haven't even went yet.
Absolutely. I like Tim, the masters athlete. I know he struggled with his overhead and he's really improved, but chipped away over the years. So it'll be interesting now to see how he gets on. Excellent.
Yeah, nice solid clean. See the press.
Oh, are we going to get there? No, I think it's not there today
Not
for
today,
Tim.
no.
And maybe Gary's going to go again. Again, like we said, wasting that energy on the clean.
So this would be probably his max now. This
I
will
would
be him done now
by the
after
looks
this
of
if he
it,
gets
yeah. And that was a no lift for the two guys there, so fail of 100 kilos. So that's two more guys out.
So we've Jordan Cowan on 100 kg, ladies and gentlemen.
So Jordan Cohen is coming up next.
Got the hat and the glass, he looks cool, he looks ready. On my call, keep an eye on the referee, Jordan.
Now there's a couple of guys that haven't even come out yet, so I'm really interested to see what they're coming out at. Remy Matt, I know from Galway.
Liam McConville, world's strongest zookeeper. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And Mark Stell, who is a powerlifter, and he's bloody strong.
Oh, very nice.
Beautiful there from Jordan Kieran. Again, another lad that's coming on leaps and bounds over the past couple of months.
Yeah. And he trains with the very infamous Hercules as well.
Absolutely, yeah. They do be training way up in abs. They've got a little training gig going on there, the two of them.
Yeah. It's fantastic to actually have that strongman set up now within Dublin.
Absolutely, because there was something we've really missed.
Yeah, I'm down there quite a bit with work, and it's quite hard to find a gym that might have enough equipment. There's a few around that have little bits and pieces, but like you're really just chasing your tail.
But at least you know now you have that option, and you know we're always adding bits and pieces.
So
and it's
anybody
normally
in
the
Dublin,
kit that you'll end up working on with anyway if you're doing the comps. So, 110 we're going up to now. And I think it's Tiernan Canny possibly coming out. Looks like he is in the queue. Tiernan, if it is also a Mayo man, coached by Killian Groom. Wrecks my head every time he comes down to my gym. Also a big fan of natural stone lifting.
Do you know the amount of people that are from Mayo that I just think they're from Galway because they're always in GSP?
Because they're always in GSP. Why did we have to put a Mayo flag up? No, good. And Andrew Hudson as well. So yeah, Tiernan Canny, the redhead chap, and then we had Andrew Hudson in the other lane.
Oh, nice split jerk.
Excellent. Very good. And he's happy with that. Andrew as well, a new daddy. I think his baby's only about 6 months old. So, and I think his missus is actually going to be doing our beginners in 2 weeks' time. Now, Liam McConville, world's strongest zookeeper on Instagram, always gives a good show.
I think he has anger problems.
Arch nemesis of Kyle Scott.
Yeah.
He invented the name the Taxman for poor Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle has abandoned us now for Scotland.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he has. He's off over in Scotland now. Oh, beautiful there.
Nice.
The two guys. And that was Mark Stell that was also out. I didn't see it was Liam McConville. Really interested to see what he brings today.
Yeah.
Mark was one of the strongest junior IPF lifters, not just in Ireland, but I think internationally. He's like a savage. So it'd be very interesting to see. We've been trying to get him to come across to the dark side.
Powerlifter becoming strongman.
Yeah. He has that strong base, so.
Yeah. And then we have this lifelong argument that any strongman can do powerlifting, but not every powerlifter could do strongman.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not trying to stir a pot or anything.
So with 110 out now, I think Andrew Kinney. No, Andrew Kinney was on a different one. He's just hovering in the background, warming up for deadlifts.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So I can't see who's there because Matty's in the way. Oh, it's Richie Conlon.
Just casually kicking the sunglasses away. Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful there from Richie.
Yeah. That's excellent work, guys. Happy with that? Even kick the glass away a bit.
It's bad enough I'm dealing with the pole here and then Matt stands in the way. Okay, so George Kieran and Dylan Brown. Ah, that's Dylan. I knew his name. Like I said, I know the faces. Trying to remember the names.
Yeah. Like I've refereed a few competitions where he's actually been at, and it's just like there's always about 20 or 30 athletes, and you're like, what was your name again?
Yeah, and I think and they see us a lot.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, hi, and then Dylan's up to the belt, up to the rack position. Nice
solid
push,
press.
Excellent. Now Jordan is there struggling a little bit, getting from the belt to the rack.
Judging how his last lift went, I'd say if he got this, it might be a PB.
I'd say so, yeah.
Set yourself and try. Come
Set
on.
himself
Come
up
on,
now.
son.
Let's see, can he go?
Try it.
I think he's gone. No. I think that last lift may have just taken it out of him.
Set yourself again.
Axel's quite a technical event in terms of, like, as you says, the clean's quite hard, but a lot of the times if these guys rush it to their shoulders, they have to spend a few seconds in that rack position because their thumbs might be out. Some prefer to have the thumbs completely away.
Yeah.
Could be too wide, could be too close. So there's so much that can go wrong in this lift.
Yeah. And like, I'm even looking in there trying to do a double overhand pick of 110 kg Axel, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
that's probably not the best.
No, I think a few
Start
biceps started twitching there.
I feel well, I would, but I've got no biceps, so they're both gone.
Left the chat.
Okay, so we're going up to 120 now, I think, are we? Went from 110.
And fair play to the staff here. These boys are not getting a beat to themselves.
Like I said, we're actually blessed. The crew, and like John Ginty there, you see that man? He's
Yeah.
after doing 4 heavy training sessions this week because he's training for Natty Worlds in August. And he's out there pulling down the open weight men's
Yeah.
power stairs. Like, he's an absolute machine.
Yeah. At least he had to come down the stairs, not up them.
Huh?
At least he came down the stairs, not up them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Is Andrew there?
So we are now. Remy here is
Remy,
from
yeah.
Lithuania originally, but he's now an honorary Connemara man. Very, very cool. Lovely guy. And he's up now against Andrew Hudson. So Remy hasn't, this is his first lift, so this is interesting to see where he goes with this.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, Remy,
Want a break? You know what?
I'm okay.
Can I get Kitty and swap it
Yeah.
after Axel?
After Axel. Sorry about that.
So Remy's always smiling. Remy's fabulous. Andrew Hudson then, is he going to get it? There,
very good.
strong shoulders, beautiful push press.
This man's on fire. He knows it. He knows it. Brilliant. Hello, Remy. The biggest smile of the day after a press. Let's go.
Yeah, Remy, like I said, absolute star. He's a lovely guy. Big supporter of us.
I think Matty was just saying there, for anybody wondering, our next guest is going to be Ireland's strongest man, Killian Groom, and the Irish Strength Cup winner for the day. So
I don't
if
think the
these are
headset's big enough for his head though. We actually said.
Yeah, we've got to get like an extended version of this, don't we?
So we have Tiernan Canny and Mark Stell up again now, head to head. Interested to see what he's going to do here. And both to rack. Oh, nice. Mark Stell, no bother to him. Tiernan. Not sure if Tiernan got much left there.
And they're slowly encroaching on the starting weight for the open weight men.
Yeah.
So
Little by little
just
we're
to
getting
put that in there, these are
Yeah,
beginners
these are
and novices, and they're flying.
We're just laughing there because Steve Wiley, the dosser, he's a dosser. He's over there, just turned back up again.
Got a bit of pizza in his beard there.
Of course he has. He's got probably a Willow, if you're watching. I couldn't do anything because he was over at the pizza truck and he left me here, abandoned. But Sean saved me because he's action man, so that's all right. So we have Richie Conlon now and Liam McConville back up again.
Call here, 1, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
The thing about it as well, you see a lot of guys doing axle that don't wear elbow sleeves whatsoever because
Yes.
they're quite hindering.
Absolutely. I find that myself. I've never used elbow sleeves for axle an awful lot. Especially when it's, well, reps definitely not.
Yeah.
But I do find it's that clean. It's that trying to get that clean position.
And then you have the other extreme of like a circus or a monster dumbbell where there's like
Everything.
3 elbow sleeves in the one arm.
Straps, elbow sleeves, everything.
Where's your arm gone?
Duct
Dunno.
tape.
Sleeves.
But that's also because it hurts.
Yeah.
Let's go, Richie.
Excellent.
No.
No?
That would have been a massive PB, I think, for Richie. And again, he does be very hard on himself with it. He's so technically. I've watched him in the gym. I'd really try to hammer home that technique and be very, very snappy with it. So, the lads are loading up. Are we finished? Are we done? Oh no! 120 kg now.
Here we go.
Now we're cooking. So who have we got coming out for this? Probably Mark Stell and Andrew Hunton.
Big weight. Strongman.
Definitely Andrew. I'm assuming Mark who will be coming out, or it could be Remy.
Nice burners are happy. Find the point, all ladies and gentlemen. See you, Remy. Time is the first one, son.
And then the next event is going to be max axle deadlift.
It will be 15-inch Pollins wheel. and it's for reps. I think both guys are 4 reps, both the categories. If I remember rightly, yeah, both for reps. So Remy is out at 120, and so is Andrew Hudson.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So very interesting to see what they do here
Remy
now.
is on his own.
Can we see there even Andrew has
A
cuffs
double
over.
overhand into his.
Absolute workhorse this guy, and has absolute workhorse this guy, and has a genuine passion for the sport. Oh, he must have skipped a beat.
Must mean someone that was waiting.
Yeah. Must have missed. Yeah, they've gone down because we very rarely would be going down in weight, so
Yeah.
must have been a miss in the queue. So Dylan Brown is coming back out now on 120 kilos. Can only assume we had a little slip up on the queuing system. So Dylan Brown out onto the platform. Let's see how it goes with its 120 kilos.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
And looking at Dylan, I'd say he's probably under 90 or under 100 kilos. Yeah, under 90 kilos by the looks of it normally.
The last competition I was refereeing at, he was an under 90. Yeah.
No, I think he just rushed that press. His clean was quite efficient, so let's see how he gets on now. Let's go, Dylan. Up to the belt. Nice up to rack. Take your time, compose yourself. No, not today, unfortunately for Dylan.
I think that might come with experience as well. Like whenever.
Tiernan Canny and Mark Stell, the Mayo man versus the Dublin man.
But he wasn't a Galway man.
No, no, definitely not Galway one.
Galway Abu.
Well, Galway Abu, no. Mayo Abu, unfortunately.
Oh, unfortunately.
And Mark Stell, beautiful clean there. Up we go, Liam.
Expecting a snappy split jerk.
Oh, Lord. Over the head. He's got enough time anyway. Does he want to?
Run to
No.
the other platform. Don't bring it back.
Okay, so Liam, he has time. 130 kilos. Liam is normally an under 90 strongman. So this is big weights on an axle as well. It's not like a barbell from an Olympic.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he's actually hurt himself there. He seemed to look at the wrist a little bit when he went for the pull.
Bowed out, know what he's capable of just.
Yep. So I think that is. Are we going heavier?
Two
I
lifters
think
left, is
Mark
it now?
and Andrew Hudson, I think, is still at not. Mark's, I'd say, be in the game for the next 3 hours if we left him continue. They're flying. And hopefully he will catch the bug and he will continue on in Strongman because, like I said, he's such an impressive base as well.
Remy,
Remy is. Remy, okay. He's brilliant.
Keep smiling. You've got this. Let's get behind him, folks.
Remy is actually, he's a bin man. And he works with Barn Waste, not far from here actually.
So he's a grafter.
He's a grafter, yep. At 4 o'clock in the morning
Yeah, like
kind of
these
job,
guys are up 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
They're working hours on end, heavy lifting, and then straight to the
Absolutely.
gym.
Well,
That's that
he
commitment.
trained for a while, years and years back in our gym when times were different. And he'd do 3.5 hours of session and you couldn't wear him out. I swear to God, you couldn't wear him out. Workhorse. An absolute gentleman. Smile on his face all the time. So let's go, Remy. Not convinced it's there, but we'll see. He'll give it a good rattle anyway.
I think he actually
Let's
has
go,
the
Remy.
sleeves on this time. He didn't wear the sleeves the last
He
time.
didn't actually.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah. Let's go. Set yourself. Big pop. Oh, just not there today. Wear himself out. Excellent work from Remy. So are we going to go heavier or what are we doing here? Looks like the weights are going up again.
Well, there's 2 guys there that hit the 130, so I'd say they want to give it their all now and see if they can get away from that split point situation.
Yeah, definitely. Let's separate the men from the boys, I suppose. So we are seeing 50, 85, what's it, 145?
Yeah, it's 100, 135 plus 4.
Oh, what?
Oh no,
no,
they must have
they're
called
finished.
it. I was like, hold on.
I was like,
I quit.
I think Sadruna's coming out that we didn't know about or something. Like, what the hell is
I was
going
about
on
to
here?
tap out there, I'm done.
Yeah. No, so they must have agreed to split the points on that one, and we're now setting up for the next event, which is the 15-inch Apollo wheel deadlift for max. This is another one of those events that favours probably the less
Shorter athletes.
Yeah, the shorter athletes. Yeah. And like the guy I coach actually saying Max is probably one of the shorter in the group. And like I said to him, widen the stance, take off your shoes.
Yeah.
Like every little millimeter is going to help. So
because like you see other deadlift implements like the silver dollar that can be done with a deadlift bar, and some guys can literally take the slack out of the bar and just sit and hitch and it's done.
Absolutely, it's so
use
easy
your
for them.
advantages and your levers whenever you have the chance.
Absolutely, and we were talking about this earlier about when people go, oh well, that's cheating to do it this way, that way. It's strongman. You use every advantage.
Like a lift is a lift.
A lift is a lift, and if you can get the most out of a piece of kit, one I was saying about being stronger without it as a novice, but as you get more experience, if you can get the most amount of leverage out of a bit of kit, then you do. It's strongman. It's not Olympic weightlifting or powerlifting where it's so astute. So our Apollon's axle deadlift for reps for the first category that's going to come out, which is our class 2, is 200 kilos for reps. It's higher than your standard deadlift, so it's 15 inches. Normal deadlift's what, around 9, I think?
9 inches,
yeah. 9 inches. So just shy of double that height, so 15 inches. And again, as we said, it favours the shorter and levers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. The 200 kilos, and it's on an axle, axle being a thicker bar.
A true test of strength. That's because a lot of guys have a lot of force off the ground, and they really thrive off the fact that they have that leg drive. And then others then that love the whip of the barbell. Like this is just hits you raw immediately.
Dead weight. Okay, first out. So I think we have here. I haven't got an update on my thing. We've
Matthew McCallion on the right
Matthew
side.
McCallion and Doherty.
Your man.
Thomas.
Your man.
I'm having a senior moment. Thomas from Galway. And the guys are at it. A little bit of a cramp there going on, maybe. Now, interesting fact about Thomas, he broke his back a few years back, broke his back.
Spinal.
Spinal. And found Strongman, and this is his new thing. So we have a broken neck with Conor Kenny. We have a broken back with Thomas Doherty. Strongman's for everyone, guys. So yeah, and the guys are repping out now here. Getting a bit tired here now.
Matthew hoping to fight for one more rep.
I don't think we're going to see the high amount of reps that we saw probably for some of the overheads. I could be wrong, but
see,
it's been a quick turnaround as well.
Coming into a second event, and it's a fast turnaround, and your central nervous system is firing. And as I say, experience kicks in where these guys might know the hydration to keep on top of it, keep their sugars in.
Yes.
So like as the day goes on, you might see some of these guys really start to fall off the wayside.
Yeah.
But we're still fresh.
How do you find it now? Because you've been around for a while now. The competition's getting that bit quicker. Do you prefer it, or would?
I actually really prefer it. Yeah,
I think
because I find when you're standing around and you're cooling down, and there's like a lot of spiking adrenaline, and then trying to find that sweet spot to bring yourself back down, and then go.
Just on. So we've got Ethan Preston now and Dylan Brown. No, not Dylan Brown. The other lad. Well, this isn't updating. I'm waiting for it to update. So apologies, guys. A bit slow. Guys are repping out now here. So Ethan in the baseball cap.
It was Mark, is it?
Mark.
Yeah.
Let's go, lads. Weather conditions are so good for them anyway. Still out here. Nice bit of a breeze. Bit overcast, so they're not in the beaten sun. That's it, and they're locking out.
You start to see the hitches becoming a foundation in Strongman as well.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I actually like the fact that they're learning to do it properly rather than this jackhammer of no spinal control.
Yeah.
Like I saw one of the girls there, Terza Foster there, and I hope she learns how to hitch because the jackhammer is not good.
Yeah.
So learning to hitch and hitch well is...
It's like once it's over the knees, and just before Killian jumps in here, we were coming back from Cardiff Airport. I don't know if Matty told you this story.
Is it PG because we're on camera?
No, it's completely safe, don't worry.
Go on then.
So obviously, sometimes some people don't like the social aspect that everyone's eyes on you, right? So I was like, I'll have a wee joke with Killian here. So I was like, right, everyone's boarding. Everyone stood up and I says, Matty, watch us here. I was like, oh my God, it's Killian. He's Ireland's strongest man.
Oh my
God. Whole
God.
airport turned around and just a red descent.
Poor Killian.
But anybody that knows me knows that I'm a
it has
complete
to be
joker,
done.
just take the piss.
So it was Thaddeus there and Andrew just finishing up. I'm just trying to get the results back up here in front of me so I can give you an update on what's happening. But again, for yourselves, if you are online, you can get it on your phone. Go to strengthsresults.com and you will be able to see all of the updates there as they come through.
So we have Claudio and Max.
I think that is me now.
Is that you? So thank you very much to Sean Divs
Thanks,
for Sean Diver. I'll say his name properly, but it's
Of course.
my action man, one of our favourites, who is going to give up the headset now. I think in a minute to the biggest head in Ireland. I can say that because I can give all the dogs abuse I wish. So we have
Cheers, Jim Mammy.
absolutely. So Max Bevan now and Claudio Nardine are out on the platform.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
And they are off.
Yes, they're off, they're off.
I know Max was looking forward to this event because he's the levers for it. So off they go and they're repping out this now. Happy out, repping away. And I'm being joined here by Killian Grooms, 2 times Ireland's strongest man. I shall chat to you in a minute properly. Let's get these guys out there repping away here. So we have Max Bevan and Claudio Nardine.
2 very good athletes.
Absolutely. I said the weather conditions have stayed good from now, and it's actually that nice little bit of a breeze out there.
It is. It's perfect temperatures right now for this. I'd say the standard for this class is just unbelievable.
We were literally just saying that how the guys there were getting up to the opening. Their last lifts were like the opening weights of you guys almost. But Mark Sell could have kept going.
But yeah, he could have. He could have. Yeah.
On to strength results. So if you give me 2 seconds. So here we go. So we have Dean O'Shea and Jay Gorman. And they're both repping away here.
Looking very strong.
Very strong reps from Jay.
Really banging these ones
They
out.
are absolutely solid. Dean O'Shea not losing a beat either.
Dean's somebody who's been working hard. Over in Midland Strength, they've got a lot of good people coming out of there.
Okay, so
lately.
so Midland Strength is David Harrington's new brainchild there in Longford, isn't it?
Yeah, in
So
Longford,
anyone in that side of the country looking for someone to train?
Definitely is.
He's getting a good crew around him. He's been coming down to us as well, looking at how we run things down in GSP. So he's learning from the best.
Definitely is. Yeah, it's good to see now that we have the place set up now in Abs, and now we have in Longford as well, and spreading around
And
quite well.
we're like infecting people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go on, Jay, come on.
Oh, just stumbled there. I think Dean got that one though.
Yeah, and
That's
Jay
going to be
just,
very close.
And Jay's stuck in it.
Stuck it, yeah.
Oh, I thought he had the figure eights on. He was going to go with the bar, go mow the gravel.
Yeah, no, an
Okay,
absolute
that's
deadlift
fabulous.
is definitely not the easiest one to be going in for reps. Especially with these guys doing.
It depends who you are. I love it.
Yeah, if it's you, it's fine. But especially after coming in for an axle for reps and.
We were saying the fast turnaround as well. Like now, these guys, a lot of these guys have done our comps anyway, so they're used to that.
They know what to expect.
That pace. So, so we've got John Donlan now and Colin
Harper.
Yeah,
the man of the day, Colin, I think.
Man of the day. So
he was pressured into this competition.
Absolutely, we were bullied into it, peer pressure. John Donlan as well, coached by Matty as well.
Straight up.
Just chipping away. He has been over the past couple of years. Really enjoys his training.
2 of them sink.
Colin knocking out of the park. As I said earlier, Colin is actually the Irish frontman for Strong.
He is, yes.
Genuinely sound guy. I said I'd be nice to him.
Yeah.
Great support to all of us athletes.
Always. He's really banging through this.
Yeah, he's solid. He's also a Masters athlete, as I said earlier.
He is.
So
I just can't believe he's gotten away this long without doing a competition.
Apparently he did one.
He did one a long
Sean
time
was
ago.
telling me back in 2021 or
He
something.
did. I think it was at Jack and Jay's wedding people realised he hadn't competed in a long
He was
time.
like, hang on a second.
Yeah. How have you, of all people, not gotten away
Off
with
they
this?
go, and they're at
John's
it.
coming
Come
for
on.
another one. No.
Colin is going to get there
He's
before
hammering
him.
through it. Yes.
So at the moment, looking at strength results, Dean O'Shea is leading with 12 reps, and Jay 11. So they're the 2 leaders of the pack at the moment in the deadlift for reps in the Class 2 category. If I open this up for you, you should be able to. Yeah. It's probably potato, isn't it? So just have to do a refresh. It's hotspot actually. I'll pop my hotspot on for you because I'd say Steve ran away with it.
Let's go, team!
So who have we got up now? We have
Jason Ryder and
my thing is decided to update. And Colin Harper got 9 reps. And John O'Brien, I think this guy is.
John O'Brien.
He was so impressive
He
on
was,
the overhead.
he was.
Where did this
so
guy
good.
come out of?
Yeah, I heard somebody mention him beforehand. He was a big guy, and this is my first time seeing him compete. And
He's going to be one to watch coming up.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like he was just popping them overheads. I think he was. Did he get 20 on the overhead?
He got 20. Yeah,
20 on the overhead.
that's sick.
Like
That's
he's probably going to do like
absolutely
20 here as well. Like.
I mean, look, he's just banging through these reps at the moment, making it look way too easy.
Come on, keep going. Come on, there's reps in it. There's reps in it. Come on, Lloyd Ryder. Come on, yes.
Yes, Jason with another rep.
20 seconds.
Jason with another one from Midland Strength.
Come on, drive it on. Drive it on.
They're head to head now. That's it. Lock it out, John.
That's it, John. It's great to see when you see these new guys come out of nowhere and just do unbelievable. And good technique as well. Like, I mean, he's keeping his back
and like
flat.
you're saying, especially as they're head to head.
Excellent. Brilliant. It's fine Saturday here live at Carroll. We're witnessing. Oh, absolute warrior. Joy to watch.
Okay, so it's excellent. Now we'll wait to see what these results are when they come through for John O'Brien and Jason Ryder. And the guys, that's the end of the class 2 and the class 1 guys now, they're loading up the bar. The class 1s will be pulling 240 kgs for a rep on a fixed axle, on an Apollon's axle wheel. And Ethan Preston with 10.
Oh, nice. Yes, very happy with Ethan.
I was telling everyone, and this one's coached by Killian Groom, and this one's coached by, and this one's a GSP. So it's all pretty cool. So we're going to move on to the class 1 guys now. As we said, 240 kgs. So Tim O'Donnell and Gary McManaman. Let's say Tim O'Donnell is masters down in Cork. Great to see him stepping up to the platform at these higher weights now. Watched him on his journey over the past number of years. Massive supporter of Strongman and Strongwoman Island and myself over the years. So massive thanks there to Tim O'Donnell, one of those unsung heroes who supports us.
Tim is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay, and he's going with it. Let's go, Tim. Oh, beautiful.
Gary
1 rep for
going
Tim.
through the 2. Nice. 240 kilos there.
240 kilos, lads. And these guys are doing it raw. I don't think I've seen one suit.
Yeah, no suits.
Was there no suits allowed for them, or was it just choice?
I think there's no suits allowed for this one.
Okay.
I don't think so. Usually if there was class 1, if they had a max, they probably would, but...
Okay, so Tim O'Donnell, I think, was happy. Probably that was near enough a PB for him.
I think so, to be honest. Like, he'll always throw himself into the deep end.
Absolutely. So
that's why he progresses. Gary catching his breath here. No, he's calling it off like that.
Yeah, and I think as well, knowing that you have more events to go.
Definitely, yeah.
Just being smart. We were saying this earlier, myself and Steve, is that little bit of experience of being in competition and knowing when to go, okay, I can struggle with this for the next 30 seconds, but is it going to actually help me with anything?
And especially with the height of this deadlift as well, like it's you don't get as much leg drive out of it either, so it puts a lot more pressure on the back for these guys.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's not the same as deadlifting 240 off the floor, totally different.
So that was 3 reps for Gary McManaman. Now we have up Jordan Kerwin and Dylan Brown. Jordan training out of our ABS GSP collaboration and being coached by Jeff Buckley.
Making a lot of progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's pulling up that 240. Beautiful.
There we go. Very
and
quick.
Dylan Brennan. Lovely technique there from Dylan.
Yeah,
look at
really locking the shoulders in place there.
Yeah, almost
look at
powerlifting style, getting
pulling the
really
shoulders down,
pull.
keeping the back straight. You're really locking in there.
Where you look at Jordan, it's a lot of brute strength.
Yeah, of course. Jordan, obviously, he's scoliosis as well, so his back has always been a bit of a problem. He struggles wearing a belt, so he raw dogs everything.
No excuses then, lads.
No excuses, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Really hammered.
Did you see him? He seemed to turn the wrist a little bit after that axle.
After the axle, yeah, I think he just didn't catch it as good as he usually does.
Yeah.
But I think as well, like Liam's got Worlds coming up soon, and
exactly.
I feel like this is more about just kind of greasing the groove and getting ready for that. Like,
as we were saying, a lot of these events are very similar to Worlds,
very
so it made sense for any of the guys doing Natty Worlds in August, at the end of August. Also here in Galway at the Kingfisher. To come and do this comp as a heavy run out. So also your guy there, Richie Conlon.
Getting himself hyped up for this. That's it, Richie.
There
Stay with
we
it.
are,
Stay with
Richie,
it. Stay with it. There we go.
And would this be PB territory for him?
Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is.
Excellent.
He's coming from a
Liam
CrossFit
McConville
background.
banging them out here now.
That's it. That's
Rep
it.
for rep. Up, Richie. Come on.
Come on, Richie.
Liam's
Falls
just
forward with it.
Popping them out. Savage here. Like we said, Liam
Liam's
McConville.
so experienced. So
World's strongest zookeeper down there in Fota Island.
Yeah.
Looks after the rhinos, I think.
He does, yeah. He gets up at 4 or 5 in the morning, does 3 hours of training, and goes down and works at the zoo all day.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's so impressive to watch. Banging out another
There
one.
we go.
Grinding through
There we
it.
go.
He just really knows how to grind through it.
He really does. And
Yeah, you could
there's
just
I
see
think
the
again
pain.
that comes with the experience of going, if I've got it above my knee,
Yeah, I
and
can get
keep
through
going.
it.
And Richie's,
Yeah.
Richie's
He's
not happy with that.
not
He sh-
hungry, no.
Yeah. I should go over and just annoy him a bit more.
Yeah. He puts a lot of pressure on himself.
He really does. But then
Yeah.
he doesn't warm up either, so
No,
I
he
grass
doesn't.
him up all the time. So
So
Mark Stell, I'm looking forward to see this now.
Tiernan coming out. Tiernan's been
So-
out lifting stones all week, so we'll see how this
All
goes.
week. He's been
yeah,
lifting
Monday
for
and Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's something else. Liam McConville, 10 reps.
bloody
Savage.
hell.
And Richie Conlon got one there. I
rep.
thought he actually got the second one. Okay, so Mark Stell should bang this out of the park. This
Oh,
man
wow.
is an absolute beast.
Oh,
Here we go.
that's beautiful.
What was his powerlifting deadlift? It was like, as a junior, was it like 300 kilos or something
ridiculous,
bonkers?
like, yeah, he's just banging through these.
And look at him, it's
this.
like, and the beautiful
This
position
is,
as well.
This is the experience of powerlifting coming into play, and Tiernan's going to leave it off at there.
Did he get
Smart
one?
move. He got, yeah, I think he got one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got one rep.
There we go, Mark. Just
Mark
actually knocking this out of the
going
park.
through. Mark's
My
in
money,
abs.
I think, and I don't want to say it too early to jinx him, I think my money's on Mark for this.
I think
I
so.
really think
he's got that powerlifting background.
got
and like
that base, he's got that
he's pulling
background.
it there. Is he taking a break maybe?
Yeah, I think. How many has he banged out? I lost count.
I've lost count. He just went straight
20
through this.
seconds, like.
20 seconds. He's got more time
To
here.
take the
Now
win,
he's
he
just
needs
no
to
straps.
beat. Here we go.
Straight,
There you go.
There we go.
That's the powerlifting coming out on him.
Coming
Go
straight
old
through
school.
it, like, yeah.
Another two.
Tiernan's leaving it off there.
Savage. I'd say he's done what he needed to take the lead there. Now, depending on what, we've got Remy and Andrew up next. I'm not quite sure. Remy can be hit and miss with stuff. And
Remy
with
with
the
his
neck and
deadlift
shoulders.
is, yes,
yeah.
he's one of those people. He's so much talent and raw strength, but I think he does a bit too much sometimes.
Yeah, I think though I was saying to Sean, with Remy, it's just his love of the sport. He
It
comes
is,
out here, he loves what he does.
He loves training. Like, I've
Yeah.
never met
12
a man.
reps from Mark Stell.
Wow, that's
12
impressive.
reps. And there was more there.
There's Now with Remy here, he could do 2, he could do 15. Who knows?
So I'm going to be fangirling now, lads. I've
Yeah.
already said I'm Rory Hagen's fangirl. You I have to just deal with. Mark Stell, Genie Max wins,
Flying
picking up
away.
here in Claregalway Castle, trying to blow everything away.
2, 1, go.
So and the guys are off Remy Mara and Andrew Hudson.
Solid rep
He
there.
looks solid indeed.
2 reps for Andrew now.
But we also know this is a
Remus.
cardio event
There we go.
sometimes, and it's how
That's-
you're conditioned.
that
If
is
you're strong
also
is
it.
one thing. Let's
Yeah.
see how he goes. Remy's banging him out.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Famous last words from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remy, you never know what he's going to pull out.
You just don't know, do you?
No, I see him in the gym. He said he was struggling to do 230, and here he is just banging out 240.
Maybe he took the proper rest period, because I know he's not great for taking the rest.
No, he's not. He's very much old school. Look, just
He very much, like he
loads of
said to
volume.
Sean, I said when he used to train in GSP, you couldn't tire him out. It was
No.
such a work.
Oh, I think maybe a disallowed
Sharon.
rep. I think a disallowed rep, but that's what it was. Oh, I think maybe a disallowed
Sharon.
rep. I think a disallowed rep, but that's what it
Oh, that's what it was.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, so he did, say there's a 4-day week training plan. He did all 4 sessions in one session, and then 9 reps for Andrew Hudson. Let's see what Remy got.
Very good.
Remy should be in next. I think though Mark may have taken. Oh, he drew.
Wow,
So 12
12,
reps for Remy and 12 for Mark.
Real mix of points there.
Yeah, but with Remy, so he did all 4 sessions. I then saw him doing behind the neck pressing. He was sweating profusely. So I said, Vinny was doing the prowler.
Yeah.
And I went, do you know what I want to wear this lad out? So
Yeah.
I said, Remy, come over, do the prowler with Vinny. He did the prowler with Vinny, was wrecked, and then proceeded to go, that was good, and proceeded to go back and do behind the neck pressing. Man's a workhorse. You couldn't tire him out if you tried.
Absolutely. He's got that
Yeah.
real Lithuanian power.
Yeah, and like he is, he and an absolute gentleman.
One of the kindest people you've ever met.
Every Christmas, Remy comes in with a big bag of stuff for me, like for the gym. He's just an absolute darling.
Kindness.
So, anyway, third event that we're going to have for the guys is at Power Stairs. So we're actually
Power
changing
stairs
things.
first. Yeah.
So
it is power stairs.
Yeah,
first,
so power stairs. We're then going
that's
into sandbag
gruesome.
toss. I know, right?
Power stairs
Sandbag
after
toss.
this, my God.
The grip would be absolutely fried lead. So understanding you've just done an axle deadlift for reps. So it's a thicker bar, heavyweight, and you've done this for reps for 60 seconds, and the next thing you're going to go and do power stairs, which is also effectively a grip event. But we are now on a thinner and shinier handle. So yeah,
this is really going to test
Maddie really
the guys
wanted
here.
to hurt people with this one. That's for sure.
This is when the conditioning is going to kick in.
Yeah,
this is really is. You see some competitions where it's hours, going on for a very, very long time, and you're coming up and down in between events. But with our competitions, it's one thing after another. Don't get much of a break. But as it should be, it's a sport at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and it's a strength sport. You're trying to see who is the strongest.
The strongest, yeah.
Over 5 events.
And a bit of fitness has to come involved with that.
And I think that over the years, that's become far more apparent. Strongman is not just about being a big, static monster.
No.
It's about being an athlete as well.
It is.
It's really coming to the forefront of that now.
Definitely is.
Especially with saying with the high turnaround, saying to Sean, like, what did he prefer now? I said, do you prefer the way things are this much quicker turnaround?
Yeah.
And it's like, absolutely.
Yeah, it's more enjoyable that way. I feel like I don't want to be. I don't like to be well rested coming into the next event, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like when you're kind of still kind of catching your breath and stuff, it just, you kind of dig a bit deeper. You know what I mean? Like when your back's against the wall.
Exactly.
Almost.
Rather than having a 12-hour run at a competition.
No. I mean, you've done OSHE multiple times, and you know how difficult that up and down and.
Absolutely. So 3-day event, 3 days, and only 2 events a day. Having to, and like trying to get yourself refed. At least if you're coming in, you've got 5 or 6 events. It's going to take 3.5 hours. You do a massive fuel up before you go into that competition. You get yourself conditioned for it, and then you get on. And
you go on for it.
And I remember when it started getting fast, me going, "Oh my God, I'm actually going to die. I'm not going to be able to do this." But I learned, and I got quick, and I got fast.
Yeah. And that's the experience that comes through it.
Yeah.
As well. And it makes it a little bit easier warming up wise, that you don't actually have to do as much in between each event. Whereas if you do one event and then there's a big pause and all the pain sets in, and then you got to get the stiffness out of you again.
And especially if the weather conditions aren't great and you're getting cold. So I remember the times that you've been up in Bangor. And it's been brutal. It's been like so cold. That wind coming in off the sea.
Yeah. Oh wow. I remember 2020 COVID. It was December time.
Oh gosh,
by the sea.
I remember that, and that was horrific.
That was brutal. That was brutal.
We did then, I think, UK Strongest Women. He did it up there in 2021, and I remember then seeing some of the girls who had the dry robes on and went,
that was
is
smart.
What I need.
That was smart.
That's what I need, because it was so flipping cold.
Yeah.
And you're waiting around, you're hanging around. At least with this now, like you said, your body's warmed up, you're primed, you're just going to get into it.
Through it,
And again, it's about being athletic, and it's about being that bit healthier as well, rather than
definitely is. Yeah.
These big, like I said, static monsters.
Yeah, I mean, with the way the sport is now, you can't hide. Yeah, absolutely. With the way the speed is and the events they're putting in there, nobody can hide from their weaknesses now. And you just have to be. It's all about being consistent and well-rounded.
So before we get started, anyway, how are you feeling?
Oh, brutal! I'm I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to ignore it. Like, yeah. I mean, like that the sandbag toss, just that first one. It screwed me over.
I was like,
yeah, I know.
The rookie mistake.
Yeah. I think it was like with the injury in training, all my sandbags were going crooked.
Oh, they were going
I think I was just being a bit too particular with the first one, and got good height, but it just didn't come back. And after that, then after the stone, I just I think I kind of panicked. I will admit I did panic on the stone because I couldn't get the grip properly, and the time's kind of counting down. And
we were literally saying like you'd it's like you had phased yourself a bit. It's like I
think so. Yeah, I kind of got in my own head. Like, Rory's smart because he watched what other people are doing. He watched the different angles.
He did the Putinowski on it.
He did, and he knew exactly what side to grab it from, and that's why he cleaned it up 3 times perfectly.
Yeah.
And then kind of after that, then Rory had a 6-point lead against me and Sean, so it was like. The two of us really had to kind of dig deep with coming into it, like so. It was tight finish at the end of the day, like. But I'm just kind of glad, kind of pulled it out. But I even said to myself when I seen that Rory had a 6-point lead, I was like, you know what, for what this day is about, Mark, and just about the Irish strength community, I was like, I think all the lads were just here to enjoy their day. I think everyone said it was one of their favourite comps that we've done. Like, it was just a lot of fun.
Like we're saying, the backdrop and the reasoning behind it. Mm-hmm. Just brought it all together, and we were saying like none of you guys, like myself and Steve, like the strongman community, especially with the open guys now, is tight. It's
tight. It is. It's the best it's ever been.
The bullshit and the bickering isn't there. I don't think it is. There probably is always a little bit of banter or whatever, but generally you're coming together and you're growing the sport.
Growing the sport.
And I said, like, there's kids out there now in that spectators or who's watching on the live stream who are now going to go, that's not just lads going out throwing heavy stuff out. They're mates.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They're helping each other out, and they're actually having fun doing it. So
no, I mean, I consider all the guys my friends. Like, even though there might be a bit of kind of smack talk on social media and stuff,
but you need to do that.
It's a bit of fun.
Social
like, and
media.
and I feel like because when we're putting up those kind of stories, people start reacting to it, and it gets people interested, and nobody wants to see everyone's being all nice to each other. Like we always kind of have the crack and.
Sorry, so Jack Harkin
Yeah.
is jumping in.
Yeah.
Come in here in a second.
You're
Where are you going? Here. So Jack Harkin,
Excuses.
wave to the camera to everyone at home.
Get your big head in the way here.
Yeah. So all right then.
Jack's running off to the pub.
Jack, darling, we'll see you.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of
You
fun.
did fantastic. Very proud of you.
Yeah. Be back up soon anyways, man.
Take it easy, guys. So how does it feel to be the first name to get engraved on that shield?
It's nice. It's really, really nice. I'm picking the top spot of that shield.
Well, that's where we said it was going anyway. So we said that's where it'd be, that top spot. And it'll go on
I like the idea that it's going to be the same trophy each year, and everyone's names going to get initialed on it. And give it 10 years when you get all these different names on it, it's going to look really, really cool.
I was saying to Steve there was 28 plaques on that, so that's 28 years that hopefully I'll still be alive and pushing it forward.
Hopefully we all will be.
But just think where that's going to be in like 20 years.
20 years,
all those names.
Yeah. No, that's.
And I do believe that your nephew's name is probably going to be on that.
I hope so.
To your sister,
I know.
Danielle.
My little nephew keeps calling me out saying I'm the weakest man in Ireland. So.
But he also is very smart because he said, I think Danielle was telling me, she said, "Oh, will you get Killian to coach you?" And he went, "No, who's Killian's coach?"
Yeah.
I want Killian's coach.
Yeah,
so.
he's very methodical with those things for a 4-year-old.
Okay, so guys, we're almost ready now. We are going into the power stairs. I think John Donlan is going to be the first one out with Thaddeus, maybe.
I think so. I was admit, I love seeing power stairs being involved more in the sport.
I said to Steve, it's actually one of my favourite events.
Yeah, I think
even
so.
though I cramped like hell when I was doing it at Britain's, it's
cool.
I really like it.
It used to be around and it kind of just disappeared for like maybe 10 years, but it's really starting
we get
to come
those
back.
phases, but for 10 years that's a big time
Big
for it to be
gap,
out.
it
So for power stairs now for these guys for class, it's kind of assways. We're class 2 first, so our class 2, and it's going to be. This hasn't updated for me. It's updating now, I think. We have power stairs weights are 120 for 120, 140, and 160.
Yes.
So just for a bit of context, the women's weights was 100, 120, and 140. So the class 2 men are doing 120, 140, and 160 for 9 steps.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So Thaddeus and John Donlan. So
John Donlan
and
straight
we're
up
off.
there. Taddy's flying
Thaddeus popping away, great
He's looking
technique,
very
popping
good,
away.
yeah.
And Taddy's on to the
Taddy's
second weight.
he's powerful.
He
very
is.
powerful.
Does he train up in
Midlands.
Midlands? Oh,
He
Midlands.
does, yeah. He's been up at
He's
GSP.
been to GSP. That's what it was.
He can be quite unassuming, to be honest. Like,
Yes.
but he's
I knew he'd been around again, like I said, faces and names, and off he goes. So John Donlan has completed second implement, and he's on to the third, and Thaddeus is almost completed.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, he's fine. He's got it. Yeah, he's making sure of it.
Good man.
Making sure of it,
Good man,
Taddy. Well done, Taddy. There we go.
There we are. And John Donlan now is going to get those last 2 steps.
Yeah, when you come to this third one, it is brutal. You have to keep in mind all the work the guys have done before this.
You go full pelt for the first few steps, and you're like, oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Come on, John, let's get this finished.
Come on, John. Just need a little
Up
bit more.
a little bit more. Come on, there you go.
Come on,
Get
yes.
on. Knees behind it.
Yes,
knees behind
that's
it. There
it,
you
John.
go.
That's it, John.
Excellent. So the first 2 guys have successfully completed all of the steps, all 9 steps with all of the implements.
Mind your toes, boys. Mind your feet. Stay on toe taps. Stay on toe taps.
So that was Thaddeus and John Donlan.
Big shout out to the crew here today.
So we have Jason.
They are going
Absolutely,
to be broken up after all this.
I've said it a few times, they'll have to look over the live stream because they probably say, we don't get any thanks for anything.
Yeah.
So, but actually, said it loads of
Absolutely.
times.
It's way worse working at a comp than competing.
Oh, absolutely.
Way worse.
Yourselves.
Now we've got Thomas Darty
here we
and
go.
Jason Ryder.
So Thomas Doherty, Galway man, as I keep saying, trains in.
There we go.
Trains
Really
with
getting
Max
through it.
Louth, and he's hammering him up there.
Nice. There we go, Thomas.
That's it. Sharon roaring at him. Come on, quick. You don't want Sharon Williamson
it's
roaring
Thomas.
at you. Scared the shit out of you.
Come on, Thomas.
That's it. Come on, Thomas. Thomas is on his second step.
Now, keep in mind, someone like Thomas, about 8 years ago, broken back.
I was saying to the lads, I
broke
said
his
to
back,
Sean
yeah.
Dibber, broke a literally.
Like,
I said you had Conor Kenny with a broken neck and then Thomas with a broken back.
He fell down some stairs while carrying some music equipment, and the fact that he's here today doing these.
Jason Ryder on the last steps.
Come on now, come on, Thomas, keep going. Jason needs to get this up now before Thomas catches up. Oh, he's just stuck.
He needs to get it back a little bit.
Come on now, come on. He's gassed. Is he?
Thomas is he going to call it quits or is he going to go again? He's going to go. No, I think he's done.
I think he's got a bit of a cramp there.
No, I think he's just completely gone now.
Gone as well. It's not an easy event. So Thomas, he loves the sport.
And Jason Ryder is also at Midlands, is he?
He is.
Yes,
he is Midlands. They're growing. Like they're really growing.
Yeah, we were saying this earlier that to anyone that's up there, like David Harrington and April Dardis have opened Midlands Strength.
Midlands Strength, yeah.
Up in Longford. So they're getting a good crew. They have a good crew there anyway. So hopefully, like I said, we're infecting them all around the country.
Yeah, definitely. They have about 10 people who compete regularly in kind of the novice and inters, which is great.
I think we're Mark Condren alongside him.
Yes.
That's it. Good man.
Nice.
Nice, Andrew. Be happy with that performance. Mark struggling here now on the second implement on the second step.
Oh.
15 seconds. Come on, guys. Drive them on, guys.
No.
He's a bit dizzy.
Yeah, I think he's
a bit dizzy. Doing this after deadlift for reps is sick.
And now you're doing
sick.
Oh my god. Again for reps.
Like that is brutal.
That's it. Unlucky. Okay, so I think next up we will have. It's hard to look at this now. Matthew McCallion.
So we have Matthew and Max.
And Max Bevan. So my athlete Max. I
Max.
said to him, I'm sorry I can't coach today. I'm on live stream.
Max is a great athlete.
He's
Very,
a great.
I mean, like he's not the biggest guy, but he is powerful.
What he has, what he lacks in height, he makes up for.
How long now have you been coaching?
I've been coaching Max now for about 4 months,
4
right?
months,
and he's even turned around and said, like, his biggest issue was conditioning. He came down and did a session with me, and he was a nightmare. But he's improved so much. So, yeah, he's flying now. Had a little bit of a wrist issue there at the beginning of the week, but seems to have got through everything. Nice.
Getting through it.
Yeah. Well, he was up at Battle of Inishowen and he was struggling because the step was higher. But
now he's making easy work at this.
Easy work. I showed him the little tip the last time he was down training.
Oh,
to get up on the toes,
yeah.
So, come on. There we are, Max. Lovely. So, let's go. I think he'd just be delighted to finish this because he had such a rough run of it at Battle of Inishowen. Come on, lean into it, Max. Sorry, I have to not shout down the microphone. Let's go, Max!
So anybody watching, the trick with this is you want to get it up, get it to your knees, and tilt it backwards.
Tilt it back, and if you have to, especially with that little bit short, up on your toes! Sorry, I have to keep coming off. Come on, Max! Let's go, Max! No, he's gassed there now. I think he will still be happy because he hadn't been able to get it, and then he got it once. And then he got it again when he was up in abs. And getting up, your legs are fried, so trying to get up on them toes. So, well done, guys.
As well, still a good bit of a crowd have waited around for this one too.
Which I'm happy for. Like I said, anyone who was actually watching on the live stream as well, is around Galway.
Class crowd.
It's a class crowd. The venue is great. There's pizza here. There's a cafe on site on the grounds of Claregalway Castle. Do come down and and support the guys down here. So we've got Claudio Nodone and Matthew McCallion.
No, we got
the Matthew McCallion's up already. Colin.
Well, I couldn't think of his name. My brain's dead right now.
It's all you guys with bald headed feet. I don't know who they are. There we go. They're off. Cardio firing it out the park there. Colin not moving too bad for an old lad.
He's getting through.
Especially, I think, up until recently, Colin had some serious issues there where he hadn't been able to actually train properly.
Yeah, he did.
So, He's absolutely flying it. There we go,
I'm
Colin.
going to have to have words with him because he was telling me how much he was going to struggle with all these events, and he is smashing the weights
He takes
today.
his time there now. Claudio's finished.
No, don't rush yourself now,
So
Colin.
Colin, he's got plenty of time.
That's it.
That's it. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh.
Excellent stuff. And Colin again, generally sound and they're all nice guys. I can't. I'd tell you if they were horrible as well. I think that fella's a complete git. No, I wouldn't. But they are the excellent. I say a good confidence booster for Colin as well.
I definitely think so. Yeah. I think he doubted himself too much coming.
I think did he do bodybuilding in the past or something?
I think I think
he trained like a bodybuilder.
He was always training, like, but just never really put himself to the test against other people over the last while.
You couldn't do the fake tan in the pants.
No.
Right. Come to do a real sport. Sorry to all the bodybuilders out there. Your own brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I said it was nice seeing him not look like Skeletor, actually.
I know, looking a little bit healthier.
He looks like the other Richard, I think. Okay, so Ethan Preston and Jay Gorman, so Colgate man, and your athlete there, Ethan.
Come on now, Ethan.
Let's go, lads. Oh, and they're off.
There we go. Wow, Ethan power.
Oh, and they found it. Lovely.
Surprised by
Oh,
that.
look at them go.
That's it, Ethan.
There he is. And
Wow,
Ethan takes the lead. And he's up and on, and he's down again. Jay has all of the implements up, and Ethan is now on the last one. Oh, Jay's on his tail. Who's going to take it? Neck and neck. Ethan's up. Oh, Jay's just dropped.
Oh my God!
Let's go, Ethan. Oh my God! Neck and neck on his. Who's going to get it?
Come on!
Who's going to get it? Oh, look at this! Is going to come down. Oh Lord! Catch him!
Wow. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Amateur dramatics of Ethan. Are you embarrassed now? Look at that. I thought he was having a seizure.
It looks like it. It looked like it.
Welcome to Strongman.
Oh wow! Oh my God! Oh my God! That was a nail biter. That was nail biting.
Oh good Lord! Don't. I hope the owner of Clegg
I didn't see that. Yeah. That is a good example there why it's worth to take a second to make sure you're set up properly.
Absolutely. So you have to have a word with Ethan.
Yeah. Rushing yourself sometimes isn't always the option.
But this is it, side-eyeing and rushing yourself and,
staying focused on you.
So here we have now these last two with John O'Brien, who seems to be Dean O'Shea and John O'Brien. And they're off. Dean O'Shea is ahead of the pack. John O'Brien not far behind him. Dean O'Shea onto the second implement. They're neck and neck here at the moment now, lads.
Oh wow,
and he's down, and Dean O'Shea's down onto the third.
Dean O'Shea's got great conditioning.
Onto the third implement. He really has. And he's not the biggest guy in the pack either, is he?
Very unassuming.
And he's up, and he's on, and he's on.
Wow.
Hands off.
Hands off.
And that is going to come down to who's quicker on the button.
That would really is going to come down to the referee there.
That is down to who's quicker on the button.
Some nail-biting ones in this. Some very, very nail-biting heats in this one.
This is more exciting than your competition,
think so,
lads. I'm way more animated. Might be the company because
they're not as slow as we are.
Steve was doing all the math, and he was like, but probably people want to hear the math, but neither of us are going to be doing math. Sorry, lads. I'll update you as I can. But as I said, go to strength results because it'd be way easier and way quicker.
Than us explaining it, yes.
We're having fun with commentating. It's like being, I don't know, a game of hurling.
Yeah.
I said I was going to be like the female Mihaela Murahurtu. I was like,
yeah.
And this man hails from Mayo and is trained by Killian Groom.
So we are going a weight change now, I believe.
We should have a weight change, I do believe, for the class 1 chaps. Yep, so we're seeing the weight change now. So the weight change for these guys, we're going to 160, 180 and 200 kilos. What was your weights on this? Top 240, wasn't it?
Yeah, 200,
220, 240, yeah. So be interesting to see where we go with this. So we have sitting in joint first, I think at the moment, is Mark Stell and Remy. Followed by Andrew Hudson in third at the moment. So 18.5 points there for Mark Stell and Remy Ma. And then 16 for Andrew Hudson. 14.5, we've got Liam Conville in fourth, Dylan Brown in fifth. Tiernan Canny in sixth. Jordan in seventh. So again, lads, go on to strengthresults.com so you can actually have those live updates. I have no idea where Steve went. I reckon he's probably just sat over by the Woods Bertoloni's Pizza, who is here today and seems to be going down the treat with everyone. I really hope he's still here before we actually go, because I want pizza.
I really want pizza, to be honest.
We should just get people to get us pizza. And you want pizza too? I think we need to get someone to get us pizza. Are we going to have a break at some point, did he say there, so we can get the pizza? Just wondering. I could text ahead. Keep going. So we're just on our weight change there now, lads. As you can see, the crew has got all the weights down and we've got them up. And I think, if I'm reading this correctly, we should have Tom O'Donnell and Gary McMenamin out first.
Yes, please.
Matt's like, you all want pizza? Right.
Straight into it.
And
now.
he's up.
Richard.
So Richard Conlon.
He's looking
He's
for
up.
redemption
He's looking
here.
fresh.
He's looking for redemption.
Come on, Tim. Tim's struggling a little bit there, but he is Masters athlete as well, so Richie is on fire.
He's
okay, I think he's fine.
He's okay.
He's made a stronger stuff than that.
Come on, Richie.
And again, these wider plates are not as easy for some of the guys as well. We were saying it's a struggle for the women, but it's also difficult for the lads.
It's bloody hard. It is way harder. Like the ones you see on Giants Live where the pyramid shape thing's very nice and
It's
smooth.
very different,
But this, it's like this one really pushes it.
Richie's just catching that lip there with the bottom.
Oh, it's stuck underneath it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Stay focused. Come on, lads. You got this.
He just needs to keep his composure now.
Keep his composure, yeah, you're right. Let's see if he can go. I think he's done. And Tim as well. So struggle there now. Those weights are heavy enough, and like I said, and hopefully Tim is okay there. Old man Masters, I know what it feels like, mate. So that was the first two out. So we had Tiernan and Gary.
Gary Meehan.
15 minutes.
Sam.
No panic.
Gary Meehan is one person who's really improved over the last few years.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
He has. He has. Slowly chipping away at himself.
And that's, I was saying this earlier, like with Strongman, you need to see the whole big picture of people.
Yeah.
So Tiernan's off to a good start there. Gary's not there far behind him.
Tiernan fairly smashed through this.
That's it, there we go.
See, with these 20 kilo jumps, like you notice it after each
you
one.
Would,
like,
you really would.
do.
Like I said, like maybe, is it something that should it be 10 kilo jumps rather than 20 kilo jumps when you come into the size of the object?
Yes, I can see what you mean with the size of the object. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. If they're a little bit more kind of like pyramid shaped ones, maybe the 20 kg jump would be a bit easier. But.
Yeah. And we have Tiernan's up with his second implement onto the last step.
Yeah.
And he's back down now for the 200.
I mean, you even seen in the opens earlier, there were people who were struggling to finish their ones as well. Once you kind of get to that, like, once you finish,
Gary has finished his second implement.
Once you finish that second implement, it's like
it burns.
It kicks in. It kicks in.
It really burns.
Yeah.
Now they're both on the, and we have Tiernan is up. How do you get it? Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Oh God, more dramatics.
Yeah. What is it with your lads and bleeding amateur
all over the
dramatics?
place.
Like gymnastics or what, lads?
All Mayo men as well.
Oh, all Mayo men. That's exactly what it is, isn't it?
It's the curse.
Do you want to go?
I think Steve wants to get his beautiful
I think
Steve
here. Is going to take over here again in a minute. So give me a break. So lads, I will probably chat to you again in a while. Sweaty ears.
Hold. Till the birds are happy. Right, birds are happy.
And we are here joined now. Stephen Wiley back on the mic.
Set yourself, please. 3, 2, 1.
All good?
Good, yeah, we can hear you. And we're kicking off now again.
Yep, traded Aishan for a much younger model.
Yeah. Jordan Kerwood getting it up there.
Oh, just get caught on the edge there, back in.
Straight up now, Jordan. Come on now. We were just saying how awkward with the plates are. Doing power stairs just really gets in the way compared to the ones Giants Live have with the pyramids. Much nicer to be using.
Matty's actually went and made the bases of these a wee bit bigger, so it's still a wee bit better than when you get just a small base.
Small base,
and it gets right in the middle and it gets caught.
It does get caught quite easily.
The bigger it is, the easier it is, but still, those the ones that Giants choose, the kind of pre-made duck walks are definitely the
much
best.
Easier on the legs.
And they're smaller diameter-wise as well, so
you
especially for a smaller guy, a smaller athlete with shorter legs, it makes a difference.
Big difference. Especially taking 20 kilo jumps, you really feel those jumps after each one. You're technically 9 repetitions in total.
And get heavier for the last 3. You see it so many times today, like people flying through the first one, doing well enough in the second one, then getting to that last one and
slows it right down. Slows it right down. And especially after doing deadlift for reps before this, and an axle deadlift for reps as well. Like your back is going to be fried coming into this event.
Your whole posterior chain.
Now we have Andrew Hudson and Liam McConville.
Liam, pretty solid deadlifter. Should transfer over relatively well.
Smashing through this.
Quick 3 for Liam. That's 3 for Andy. We slip there for Liam on the second implement.
Keeps his composure now.
Yep.
There we go. I'll be interested to see how Liam does now on this third one.
Andrew's up onto the second step on that second implement. Liam's on 7 and onto the 8.
Struggling now, Liam is. Oh, this is big. Oh wow. The fact that Liam is struggling this shows how tough this is. Liam is easily one of the best under 80 athletes in the world at the moment.
And one of the best deadlifters as well.
Easily.
The strong posterior chain.
The stubborn man. Oh wow.
Lovely.
Oh wow. That is pure ignorance and stubbornness. Very, very impressive. Is that the last of this event? Or no, we've got Mark Steele and Remy.
Yep, last heat.
Very crucial, Mark Steele, coming from the powerlifting background as well, into strongman.
Mark and Remy both got 12 reps on the deadlift. So
they did, yes, they did. So it'll be interesting to see how their conditioning is coming into this one.
Yep.
Remy's got that real old school Lithuanian power in him.
Both of these guys tied in first place overall as well with 18.5 points.
Set yourselves on my go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Straight into it now. They're neck and neck at the moment. Remy with a bit of a slip up. Mark capitalizes. Oh, Remy just needs to calm himself down here. He's just a bit too wild. He's going too wild. See, he's well able to do this. He just needs to control himself more. And Mark absolutely. Oh, he spoke too soon. No, he flung that up there. He flung that up. There we go.
Couple of mistakes for Remy there.
That's what I'm saying. Just being controlled sometimes and not rushing yourself can make a really big difference. I believe that is the final heat of Class 1 for the power stairs. Now, coming into thrown bag after doing all these events, it's going to be difficult. Thrown bag is usually a nice one for most people, but this, after all this.
Yeah, it might not necessarily be painful for them, but what they might find is they're just not producing the same force that they usually would, and missing bags that they would usually quite comfortably get in the run. It's
such a technical thing. You seen me earlier, I made a big mistake in that first bag.
Yep.
Really kind of knocked me backwards. It's just one of those things, 1 second, half second too late or too early, and it's gone.
It's just keeping your composure if that does happen as well, making sure that a bad throw doesn't turn into a bad run.
No, not at all. So Mark Steele for his third event win. Him and Remy, they tied on the axle, they tied on the deadlift. Mark is pinching them here now on this. So we have Mark Steele first place, Mark Steele first, Remy second, and Liam McConville in third. So there's only a point in between Mark Steele and Remy at the moment. So
these bag throws can be, you often see it in comps, that the bag throw really mixes the points up as well. You get people that are really strong guys, but maybe just no practice the bags enough, or just nerves get the better of them on the day or whatever. It's very much a finesse event.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And if you can keep your composure, it could make a big difference. It's a kind of thing that your man could be coming in here with a point lead and could lose 5 or 6 points on.
Oh, totally. I mean, like, that's exactly what I had a 2.5 point lead on Rory, and I dropped. I think I came 7th overall, and then Rory really capitalised on that afterwards. I mean, I'm genuinely lucky we had 6 events earlier. Yeah. Otherwise it wouldn't have happened for me. And
you could see that as well. It was like you looked very comfortable in the first 2, winning the first 2 events, and then that mistake could have really cost you.
It did.
And to be fair to Rory, he looked like he took advantage of it, but then Aisha and I spoke about it. He went out last on the. He still looked composed on the stone, but then on the Husafell, he went out in that last, and he went next to
Connor.
And what he should have done is just played his own game, but he was watching Connor and Connor came flying out the traps.
Yeah, he did.
But Connor wasn't anywhere near him in the overall standings.
No.
And Rory just looked like he rushed his pick up a wee bit.
He did.
And what he should have been doing is just focusing on like yourself and the guys running about him. But
a lot of fumbling around.
I think Connor taking off the way Connor did, Rory felt like he had to get moving quicker, and I think it cost him. Put the pressure on him going into the stairs, and then you were able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to stay focused on yourself. If you start looking at the other person, you've pretty much already lost at that point.
Yeah.
You know, because anything can happen. Like, you know, you don't want to be getting distracted, especially in a non-contact sport, because there's nothing you can do that can influence the other person.
Yep.
So you just have to put the head down, focus on yourself. And the thing with Rory as well, like, it's just like Rory's still only 23 years old.
Yep.
And, you know, he came second to Ireland's Strongest Man last year, and it's just, you know, straight away everybody puts the assumption that he has to win it immediately. And like, he's 23, he is way better than I was at that age.
Yeah.
Way better.
Way better than probably 99% of people.
At least 99% of people out there, like, easily. Like, and you know, just trying to say to him is just like, if he just keeps his head down, just be patient, he could go so far in the sport. Now the lads here just practicing with their throwing bags. Oh, nearly a bit of a collision there.
A fun event to watch as well when it's head-to-head.
It's so entertaining.
I love it when it's head-to-head. I don't when you see comps and it's one at a time. I don't think it's quite as exciting.
I feel like only a max lift should be maybe one at a time. But when it comes to anything else, you have to have it in pairs. Because you start to see the mind games kind of come into play and how people react to situations.
Having the confidence, if you are a good thrower as well, having the confidence in yourself can make all the difference.
Yeah.
I always think, like, when I'm teaching novices how to do this, it's like, get all the way up on your toes, full extension, looking almost where you want the bag to go.
Yeah.
But when you've been doing it for a long time, and if you've got the full confidence in, say, those first 3 bags, it's like, sometimes I'm not even wanting to look back. I'm already on the way to
the next one. That's what kind of happened with me there. I threw the 16. It just went straight. It didn't move back. I was more focused on the other one. And like, sometimes, you know, like, 16's not heavy, but sometimes the lighter ones, they could be harder to get the trajectory. Because you end up flaking them without actually being able to feel the bag.
But the opposite end of that is you look at like Ger's run from today. He very much had a couple of events before that didn't go to plan, and he very much took his time almost too much.
A little bit, because he was like half a second ahead of me, and I had the mistake. And I know Ger can go way faster than that, but he was, again, probably just being a little bit too cautious over what happened earlier.
So either that was just a bad throw, but your man who's sitting first overall might be in for a.
That's all right.
Maybe it was just a bad one bad throw. Better to get that out the road in the warm up.
Definitely is.
We're Mark Hodgson and Matthew McGillian first up, please. Now Mike Suss.
Almost hit Matty Costello there.
No harm.
Oh, fuck.
Careful, boys. Careful, we don't have any injuries. No injuries, please. First two boys up.
So we have Mark Corden. And we have Matthew McCallum.
You know any of these boys?
These two lads, no. These two are new to the scene.
Yep.
So my call. Set yourself. Body's happy. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's go. Name the game. Get
Oh, bit of a mistake there. Oh,
Good.
Go,
Keep your
sets himself
composure.
up.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
better.
There we go.
Out she goes. And again. There we
They
go.
are, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
yeah, he
over.
got that. He was very lucky with that one.
Sorry guys, come on. And again, set yourself.
He gets over.
And again, over you go.
No, just needs a bit more of a jump on that throw.
Oh, okay. Reset. 20 seconds left. And again.
If he brings the bag up a little bit more, he'd be. Oh wow, we really got that
There
one.
we go.
Hold on, boys.
Could be a tortoise and a hare situation
Yeah.
here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So close.
5 seconds. One crack. There you go.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Well done. Congratulations for a fine performance. 45 seconds. Fantastic stuff.
Needs to double check, make sure that Mary gave him it.
Yeah, Mary is a very
The
strict referee.
infamous Mary.
She is very, very strict, as it should be.
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
it should
Ready
be.
yourself. To the gates. Ready for the back toss.
Now, and up next we've got Thomas Doherty coming up.
45 seconds. Set yourselves. Bit of banter between the new boys.
And it should be Max, yes, Max, Thomas and Max here.
On my call, boys. 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go, off you go, Thomas. Oh, there we go. Oh, up and over she goes. And
Wow, flung that in the air. Wow.
And again, there she
Really
goes.
going through this, Thomas. Wow.
Ah, yes, now we're on it.
Solid
Jesus,
throws,
wow, this
yep.
is so impressive.
This is good, lads.
He's
Yeah, was it-
clearing everyone, so they expect this to go.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, that is. I was saying earlier how like Thomas 8 years ago completely broke his back.
Yeah.
Fell down a flight of stairs while carrying some music equipment. And yeah, he's here today, absolutely smashing the weights.
Oh, you got time, Max. You still got time. Let's go, guys. Let's join on. 10 seconds. Go on, shut up. Get over. She goes. Yep.
Oh, unfortunately now Max just couldn't finish that one off.
Time.
No luck there for Max.
Excellent work. So we jumped on and on. Jason Ryder, Knight Ryder. Let's go.
Jason Ryder and John Donlan up next.
Hold it for 1 second.
I think that might have been the time to beat there.
I think so. Thomas
Yep.
put up a very good time there. Do we have no scores up yet? But we will let you
John
know.
wants to hand the pole. He wants this as fair as possible. Jack's, yeah, he's been a man between the boys. It's good. On my call.
Some performance by the looks of it as well.
Yeah, definitely is. Oh, well, nice. Oh no, John up, but Jason didn't. And John is throwing them over Jason's bar, but it's working. He's. Oh wow, that's a bit clumsy with it. A bit
Yeah,
clumsy.
Jason back in the race. Yeah,
Oh wow, he got
got
that
it.
over. I mean, he's not the prettiest, but he's making it work. Oh, Jason, unfortunately. Now can John get this over? Oh, oh, I can't believe it. That was impressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was actually impressive that he finished that with
Right
his
in the
technique.
middle of the two
With his
frames as
technique,
well.
that was. I'm very surprised by that.
That's just pure power.
Yeah, that is. Not the most conventional, but.
Ready for action.
Just pulled him apart.
Points on point. There's a bit of point for shit down there.
And Matty's going to need somebody much taller than him.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go, got it done.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun, this one. I sense a bit of competition here between the two boys. Like, going away.
And coming up next now, we have Andrew Keneally and Colin Harper. I feel like this is going to be a very fast heat. Andrew's very good at this event. Start with a bit of a confusion here.
Oh.
Referees weren't ready.
Referee's still getting the scores for the last one. There's a nice wee warm up for Colin.
Yeah, well,
there
he,
with
he
that throw.
knows what to
He's
expect
ready
now.
to go, yep.
Yeah.
Wait for referee's call, guys.
I think double checking something here, are they?
Yep.
Hopefully get done soon. Okay, I think we're all ready now.
Oh, good. I think we're good to go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Straight into it.
Yep.
Colin very quick to the bag. Oh, both of them getting it over.
Good start, boys.
And Andrew's pinching ahead now.
Yep.
Can he capitalise on this? And again, that's it.
He'll be grateful for that.
Yeah, he
wee
definitely
start.
will. Oh, who's going to get there first? Oh, Andrew just got that by a split second. Split second. Very good.
He'll be happy that they had to restart because he's
that first one didn't go too good.
Well.
Yeah, that mistake held him well. Now we have Ethan Preston and Jay Gorman.
You coach Ethan?
I do coach Ethan, yeah. I have 3. I have Ethan here, and then I have 2 lads in class 1.
And is he coached by Matty?
Jay's coached by Matty, yeah.
So whoever wins got a better coach.
Yeah. There we go, Ethan. Oh, stay focused now, Ethan. Don't be getting distracted.
Yep. Ethan's finding his stride now. He's lost his hat. Good run there from Jay. Ethan just needs to compose himself. He's got loads of time.
It doesn't help when you're vertically challenged. Oh, no. It's always been his weakest event.
Yep.
It's just practice, though. This is literally just practice. Oh.
Sometimes when you've missed that heavier bag a couple of times,
really starts to drain now.
Yeah.
Oh. He's going to be happy with those 3, though.
Yeah.
He was struggling with the 3rd bag in training, so I think to get 3 there, he's quite happy with that.
Especially after deadlifts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think putting the power stairs after the deadlift was a brutal choice.
Yeah.
And just getting shot, we have Dean O'Shea and Taddy now.
Select yourselves on the call, referee's happy. Grab scored, 3, 2, 1,
Second
go.
last heat of class 2, and Dean O'Shea straight up the mark. He's up, both neck and neck at the moment. Taddy just maybe pinching the head, but they're going very close. Dean pinches up ahead. Taddy is not focused too much. Dean O'Shea pinches the win.
Great run now.
Taddy definitely could have had that if he wanted. Still good performance by the 2 guys there.
Still class 2, John O'Brien and Claudio. Please class 2. Great work, guys.
I have to say, John O'Brien has been a big surprise.
Who'll be up next?
We have John O'Brien on the right and Claudio now on the left.
John and Claudio.
John, I've never seen John compete. I think, from what I know, I think this is his first competition. He's a big man as well. Fuck, and he flew that up. That's this.
Yeah.
He's just getting a bit distracted now, looking at the bags going over. But look, it's his first competition. This is all experience. And Claudio, John can catch him now if he's smart about this.
Yes.
Matty.
Yes.
Great throw in there from John.
Okay.
Good solid run there from John. some practice on the transitions, and he'll be a really good thrower.
He definitely is.
And that's us away on to class 2
Class
now.
1, we Tim and Jordan for class 1, guys. Class 2 completed, well done.
Aisha, after this event, we switch over. My back's cramping up on me. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Yeah. I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah. So bag change now. Coming in first, we should have Tim O'Donnell coming out with, who was 9th?
Jordan Kerwin.
Jordan Kerwin, yes.
Been up here for class 1.
An extra bag on head.
On my call. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Off you go, boys. Let's go. 45 seconds. Let's go. Good start, Jordan. Well done. Excellent, Tim.
Both of them on the board.
Nice.
And again,
We have a junior against a master here.
Brilliant. And again, Tim. Let's go.
Jordan. Oh.
Start again. What, Tim? No time.
Yep.
Nice. Very well done now.
That's it, Tim. Come on, Tim. Strong.
I've seen big differences in Jordan in the last. Oh! Okay, yeah. Oh, that is luck right there.
Yeah, very lucky, because I don't think he was getting that one
No,
over.
I don't think so.
Good stuff. And again.
Oh, close to Jordan.
Lovely. And again, Tim. Come on. Tom's doing stuff to the other one. Well done. John.
Oh,
Well done,
hard luck. Again, now doing this as the 4th event is knackering.
Gary and Andrew Hudson up next, ladies and gentlemen.
So Gary McMenamin and Andrew Hudson up next.
We're gonna have the whole thing broken down. What's Maddie's genius plan here?
You're not tall enough, Matt.
Watch now put a hole through the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Well done,
There we
yes,
go.
well done. Don't try that at home. These boys are masters of their craft. Okay.
So Andrew Hudson and Gary Meanahan coming through.
Setting up. Everything's ready. Matt's happy. So referees, are we happy, referees?
Okay, and we're going back to kick off here.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Straight into it now. Oh, no, a bit too hasty by Andrew, but Gary is keeping the rhythm here.
Okay, stop, lads. And again, come on.
Up by Gary, good throw, and Andrew's got his first one over.
Yep.
Yes,
I think Gary's just going to take his time here now and just try and make sure of it. You know, sometimes in an event like this, it might. Wow, that was very powerful by Andrew. Where did that come out of?
20 seconds left.
But yeah, depending on the circumstances, sometimes it might be better just to take your time with this event and just make sure of each bag.
That's a good one. Take Gary, lads.
Okay, no, but now can Andrew
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
get this 4th one up? He had the height. Now
He needs to go now, though.
he's got a newborn baby at home, so I imagine he's not the freshest at the moment.
Yep.
But I think he'll still be happy with that one.
Good comeback after messing
up the first one.
Yep.
See Tiernan and Richard next.
Oh, my two clients against each other. This is going to be interesting. They have been given a lot of smack talking training over this one, so they are going to be eager to beat each other here. I don't know. It's hard. It's very difficult to say. It's very exciting for me now.
Let's keep in behind these guys. Really good competitive. Great competition. Referees happy? Excellent. 3, 2, 1,
This is Richard's
go.
second competition now. Straight up. Tiernan looking a little bit more sure of himself.
Good stuff. Excellent
Richard
stuff.
just,
Well done.
yeah, Tiernan's taking the lead here now. Richard's just going through the motions. I think he wants to make sure, that he's going to get this. Come on now. Oh, this is big points for Tiernan now if he finishes this. Oh, close.
No time, you got time.
Richard might be standing a bit too close. No.
Yeah, come on. And engage up to stop, 5 seconds.
Up.
Time. Well on, round of applause.
Has anybody finished this run yet?
Yeah, I think there was.
Possibly, maybe one.
Was there not 2 in the same heat that finished it? Or was that the last?
Or was this that the last one? We're in class 1 at the moment.
Yep.
So the weights for these bags: 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. Wow, that's heavy.
So Liam McConville and Dylan Brown up next.
Good event for Liam. Out.
Good start from Liam.
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah, very good as well.
Yep, 2 for Liam.
Boys, it's good. This is good. Oh yeah, he knows.
Nice.
Go.
Oh.
Go, loads of time. Oh, yeah. Oh, go get it. Come on, go get it, yes.
Oh, wow.
Good one, yes. Keep it going, 20 seconds left.
Good throw there.
Wow, he's really good. He could catch him here.
Yep.
He's not careful.
Oh.
So
Lovely.
Oh, he's just caught Liam.
Really good technique.
Who would have seen this? Oh, Liam's gassing out.
Over she goes.
Oh.
Again.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, haha. Wow. I think this just shows how tough this event is to have it here at the moment.
Next week, Remy and Mark, ladies and gentlemen.
Just for a bit of context, we had that Scotland's Strongest Man under 90s last year.
Yeah.
The same run.
Same weight, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that says a lot.
Keep that standard, Mark. It's been good. See you, Remy.
Aisha.
So that's the last pairing?
The last pairing, yeah. Mark Steele and Remy. This really will be a decider now coming to the last one.
Mark got a 1 point lead over Remy overall.
It's really going to come down who doesn't make a mistake here.
Yep.
Referee's happy. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, did he? No, he didn't. It
was there.
I've been there.
Yeah. Yep, you've been there.
Got that
not
one.
too long ago.
But can he so much power in this?
Himself. And just needs to keep throwing here.
It's not a weakness thing. It is a technique thing. Oh, and he's rushing himself now. This is where the experience comes in about taking your time and. Oh, he could still do this. Mark could still he could still do this. Oh wow! Oh wow, that is impressive.
Sneaked in.
Mark Steele on
even when he threw that over that last bag, the power, he cleared it by a half a metre.
Easily, and that's without great technique either.
Yeah.
He could definitely tweak that around. I mean, Mark Steele, I think we're definitely going to be seeing a lot more of him in Strongman as coming for his debut. I think that could be another event win for Mark Steele.
Yeah, I think so.
He may walk this whole competition with full points. And what is our last? Oh, Atlas Stone for reps.
Yep,
yes.
Stone for reps, a classic. We'll be going on overall points for the running order for that. Just need to get the bases of the yokes down, get the bag throw frames out.
So I assume we're going to go in running order of
overall
at the moment.
Just need to wait on the scores
maybe Thomas Darty and Mark Condren out first.
Am I on? I'll say something. Give me some of that pizza. I had a full one. I waited an hour and 50 minutes for it. She's watching. She knows. Guys just getting the bag throw frame down, getting the yokes set up for the stone over yoke. Last event.
After me, I thought I was a bit optimistic that Matty thought he'd have all this done by 4:30. It's only 5:30 now, to be fair, but
yep.
I think 2 hours to get the opens done was a bit optimistic.
Yeah. You guys don't recover that fast.
No, we don't. No, we do not. So the results are in. Mark Steele won that event again.
Yep.
So for Class 1 running order, first place Mark Steele, Remy in second place. Then we have Andrew Hudson, Dylan Brown, Liam McConville, Tiernan Canny, Richard Conlon, Jordan Kerwin, Gary Minahan and Tim O'Donnell. And we don't have the results up yet for Class 2. Hopefully we get those in soon. It's over 48 inches, I believe.
Yep. Standard height.
100 kilos for Class 2 and 120 for Class 1. I have to stand, just stretch my legs for a second. Oh, my back is killing me. Yeah. Yeah, please, I'm going to switch over to Aisha because I am busted right now.
Just had a pizza break there, lads, and I'm back. Steve-O, how would you rate that pizza? Hang on, Killian's big head, right, was in the headset.
I can't get it back.
It's like stretched, it's like out here. So try not to chew into the microphone to annoy everyone.
So, what you need to remember is I live in Leith, which is the pizza capital of Europe. So it was good pizza.
Was good.
I would say probably like 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that. Bertoloni's pizza, lads.
But to be fair, I waited another 50 minutes for pizza there.
Yeah, but
you went up when it was a bit quieter. So
Matt had ordered it about half an hour ahead of time, I think. So he said it'd be about half an hour. The man's sweating over there. He didn't expect to make as much.
The guy's grafting. I didn't even give him a hard time for waiting that long because he's
made some money.
A rough time.
But I have to say that's probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had. That is banging pizza, Bertoloni's pizza. He does be parked down there, lads. If you're in Galway, out near Boston Scientific, every day, rare in trade there now. So it's a wood-fired pizza, and it is good tack, as the man would say. So, how do you get on with Killian?
Good.
Good.
Much prefer Killian to you.
Yeah, well, I did actually much prefer Sean Diver because he's good looking and you're not a git. So
it's funny because a few people in the crowd today, when I was walking past, thought that I was Sean Diver. They went, "Oh, Sean."
They did not.
They just thought I was a more jacked version.
The ginger version.
Like, Sean, you've bulked up a bit. Your shoulders are looking bigger.
No, it's good now having the lads on. They all seem to have really enjoyed the comp, which is great. But
and they put on a show?
They did.
They did.
It's really great when you go out and you stand out there and you're looking at the courtyard and how it's all set up. It's just class.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Very, very cool.
Strongman is on the rise.
Absolutely. You know, it's a long way from the car parks and the fields that we compete in. Did you ever compete in a field or a car park?
No.
Oh, I did.
My first novice comp I did at Hostel, which is a Mecca in Scotland.
Oh,
Martin
really?
Lennox's gym, yeah.
Ah, right.
And it was a very well run novice comp.
Oh, you were lucky, so.
I was lucky. We've got some good guys
You
in
had
Scotland
a good start.
that have really.
When did you start doing strongman?
I did my first comp in December 2019,
Okay.
so not that long ago.
I was going to say, still
Yeah.
fairly new to it, and then because of 2020
4
screwed everything for everyone.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, 4 and a bit years. 2020 didn't compete at all because obviously it was COVID.
Yeah.
There was a Scotland Strongest Man under 90 which I signed up for, and the COVID stuff happened. They moved venues, changed events and stuff, and it was just a lack of communication. So I think there ended up only 2 or 3 guys turned up for it. I didn't go, and then went back in 2021 and picked up again there. So yeah, but
Very good.
it's good. Yeah, in Scotland we are quite spoiled. There's a few guys like Stuart Murray, as you'll know.
It's been in it for such a long time,
Been there
the
for a
old
long
school.
time, and it's his life.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that have been there for a long time just because it's the only thing they know and they've got nothing
Yeah.
else to do. But Stuart lives and breathes strongman.
Yeah.
Guys like Martin Lennox and stuff, especially on the women's side, done stuff that like every country could have been doing with a Stuart and a Martin Lennox.
Yes.
I think 5 to 10 years ago. But the good news is that most countries now are getting that.
Yeah, and I think they're understanding that this rise needs that support from the guys. I can just see them all. They're like hordes of locusts around the pizza box.
Sean just came over and moved my mic closer to me.
Because I couldn't hear you properly, actually.
Yeah, so because Killian's head's so fucking big, it's obviously he's had the mic away out here.
I thought perhaps you just turned him off. I couldn't hear him. I was like, okay.
Doing you a favour.
Yeah, so you have to get XXXXL headset for when Killian's here next time. So yeah, no, it's great to see that rise, I think, across the board, and what you guys are doing over there in Scotland as well now, and what we're trying to create here.
Yep.
So
There's loads, man. There's loads going on. Like we went down and ran Wales Strongest Natty in January this year.
that's right, you did the whole
And-
trek down there,
and
didn't you?
Yeah, and they loved it, and they were also thankful and grateful that they're getting a bit of attention. And I know that Sam and Sue are doing a great job.
Yep.
Sam and Sue are doing a great job for the women in Wales as well.
Yeah.
So they're really starting to pick up and build
Absolutely.
some. It's just a shame about England there. They're not dicks.
Oh, they're bloody
Apart
useless.
from the media is good.
No, it's good. It's really, really good. Very, very. It's an exciting time. It's just typical as I'm coming to the end of my career. Everything's picking up.
Yeah.
But I suppose being there in the beginning of it and being
And
part of that.
now you get to be a part of it in a different way.
Absolutely.
By doing stuff like this, by running the comps,
Yeah.
by growing the scene in your own way.
And do you know what I want to do as well? Is like this is to try and remind people of the history of it as well.
Yep.
Those who came before them. So no, it's good.
The thing is, with people like yourself who've done it for a long time, and maybe been through all the shit, for want of a better word.
Yep.
You'll remember how you wanted it to be or how you thought it could
Absolutely.
be. So there's nobody in a better position to be
Yeah.
like, maybe we should do this.
We should change this and push it forward that way. Because like that, my first comp would have been in a car park in a gym, and being in marshy fields beside rivers and God knows what. So it's great to see it.
I did a car park for my first Scotland in 2021. I was in a car park, so even in that short time it's changed a lot. And in Scotland's that was under 90s and the under 105s, and it was Scotland's under 90s on a Saturday, 105s on a Sunday, and the 90s. And on the 105s on a Saturday, it went on so long that they took one of the events out, and then because they had done that on a Sunday, even though it was running fine, they took an event out of that as well. So
Jeez.
there was a sandbag medley as well. So I was like, fucking leave
I
that
love
in,
sandbags.
But that was good. It was good, like just to compete with those guys. I managed to podium that year, and Callum Crozier actually won it, who's now competes in Opens.
Yeah.
He was amazing under 90. He had won Scotland's as 105, and then he cut down to under 90. And I genuinely believe that he could have won Worlds as an under 90, but he wanted to compete in Opens. He thought that he was strong enough, and fair play to him. I think he's proved that was the right call.
Very, very cool.
But yeah, that was. I think we were about 8 hours for 3 events in that comp.
It's
For
mad,
5
isn't it,
five
when you
events.
think?
Sorry,
Yeah,
5 events. When you think that last year we done 6 events in 3 hours or three and a quarter. So it's
But if
just
you think of it, even here now, we're 20-6, and we're about to get the last event done. We've had over 40, 50 athletes, different changes.
Yep.
And we're
Essentially 4 comps.
Yep. And less time in what some of them were running for one.
The Irish Strength Cup today, the Opens was about 2 hours 45.
Yeah, because I was keeping an eye on the time.
Obviously, we then had the prize given and stuff like
right,
that as well. But so that was relatively quick. And that's kind of I like trying to do it in 2.5 to 3 hours. But again, sometimes with the open men or the open women, but the men in particular, they just don't recover as well. And we can blame the conditioning and their conditioning, and you know that people say that about the opens, but they just got a lot of horsepower. Like they're producing a lot of force, and
and
sometimes
it's
that just
weights,
takes
generally.
That just takes time to recover from. Like you look at like say the guys like Killian and that, they're not unfit.
Absolutely
not at all. But when you're producing that much force, you just need more time in between.
Exactly.
Well, I spoke to Conor Curran after he did Giants Live, and it was very quick, and he said that I think one of the events, maybe a deadlift for reps or something, and he said after it he was lying on the floor. And Mitch Hooper comes in just on his and won the event, and just like walked past, like talking, having a conversation, and basically ready to go for the next event, and then Conor's like gassed. But I think a lot of that as well, sometimes it's just having that strength surplus. Because people talk about conditioning a lot, but if me and you both do, or if you and another woman both do a 200 kilo deadlift for reps, and your max is 250 and hers is 210, she's going to be more taxed than you. So there is a lot to be said for conditioning. I think having that strength base is the most important thing.
So I think we're almost getting ready to go into the last event.
Yep.
Who did they say? Is it Thomas is up? So it's Thomas Doherty here.
Yep.
And we have Atlas Stone for reps.
I believe there might be an odd number there, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to do one from each class at a time.
Yes, okay. So 100 kilo stone for these guys.
Yep.
Over 4 foot, 60 seconds time limit. Tacky allowed.
Excellent. Hello, halfway, 30 seconds left.
And they are. Temperature's cooled down here a bit as well, and the old breeze coming in, but so Thomas is hard to see. Oh yeah, Thomas up there now. I think going up for his second rep.
Oh, come on, Thomas.
It's a fairly clean stone. It's actually one of the newer stones, so sometimes could be not a good thing. It's not a dusty one, but it's
just getting a wee bit of residual tacky already on it can be helpful.
Again, the type of tacky as well. I think over the years what we found, because I said when I first started doing strongman, we were going down to the beauticians and getting the wax. That's what we use, wax cream. But now you can get 4 different types of tacky for different weather conditions. So
and people still get it wrong.
I still don't remember. I want to go back to the old days of just hair removal wax. It was easier. Okay, so we have Matthew McCallion now, I think. There's a Matthew McCallion. That's it, up and over.
He's over. First rep on the board.
Relatively easy. Again, it's just getting that first pick from the floor. Oh, one motion for this one.
There we go.
He's found his way with the stone. Again, I suppose having a feel for it, how it's going to move. And
beautiful,
up he goes, up and over. There he goes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, there we go. And up and over, up and over. And also knowing when to start lapping is a big thing.
I think also for Matthew, he's relatively short-limbed.
Yes.
He's got a wee bit of belly. Sometimes guys like that can suit a one motion better because they just don't get as much space on the lap and to get the stones around.
And here he goes.
And if you can do it, then why the hell not?
Absolutely.
The only thing
even for those first few reps.
Yep.
It's a big change. And he's up and over again. He's firing away here on all cylinders.
Considering that his first rep was relatively slow, he really picked it up after that.
Again, I think he was just trying to find his way, feel his way at that point. So now I think we have Mark Condren, I think, is up next.
7 reps to beat, Mark.
Yep, Mark Condren.
3, 2, 1, go.
7 reps from Matthew as the score to beat. There's one rep on the
over.
board for Mark.
And again, let's go.
Oh, just a wee slip there. It's not quite in the centre of the stone.
When you see that spin, you know generally they're in the wrong position. But
Yep.
Only 2. Second one, you go.
Easily done.
Yep. He's off again now into those, finding his groove.
Strong.
That's it, up and over. Good man.
Halfway. Big disco, this is good.
So far we've got Matthew McCallum, only the second one out, but he's 7 reps. In his
Good solid score. But as we get towards the top guys, we could be looking at double figures here.
Over we go.
And up and over again.
Get another one. Let's go.
Oh, he's gassed. Yeah. Yeah.
Max Bevan next, please. 7 reps to beat.
So Max Bevan, this is my athlete now. Hopefully his tape will hold up.
Taped up, ready to go. Is he good at stones?
He'd never touched them before, and he absolutely smashed them the last day down in the gym. We came down for a training session. Considering he is shorter in stature.
Yep. Nice and composed there.
Yep.
It doesn't look like
So
he's
just
in a rush.
Just take his
Just
time
going to
with
get
him.
some solid reps in here. Sometimes that can be good as well. Just find your
Absolutely.
rhythm, find your stride.
Here he goes.
Consistent reps.
Nice pace.
No mistakes.
And again, it's a gassy old. Like we did it at UK and Ireland, and it's that up and down. You think you're not moving anywhere, but it's taxing.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a
keeping
great
this going.
event. Like, good to watch. Good to do.
So he's doing well so far. Just keeps that going. Up and over. There we go.
Keep going. 15 seconds. Another one in you, Max. Set.
That's it.
Go on, Max. Go on.
Yeah, he just seemed to be naturally picked it up like he'd never done stones. He did it for 2, and next thing he was repping them out.
Has he got time? No, he's time. I think that was 5.
I think it was 5, yeah. Should find out there in a second.
Jason Ryder and Tim, please. 2 classes.
Jason Ryder up next.
Tim and Jack Ryder, Knight Ryder back at the platform.
And 5 reps for Max.
The referees are happy.
So now, because we're into the top 10 and there's also 10 in the class 1, we've got 2 at a time going now.
There we go.
Help me go, Tim.
So
So
Tim,
with Jason Ryder and John Donlan. Oh no, Tim.
yeah, it should be Tim O'Donnell, yeah.
And Jason Ryder, yeah.
Yes, guy, love it.
Come on, Jason!
Go, Tim. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim.
Again, with Tim being that Masters athlete as well as
You're on fire, so.
getting to that stage of the day. Starting to wear
You would know.
I would
I'm
know.
not going to argue with you on that.
Excuse me,
You're
I did
experienced.
multiple reps of a stone at the end of a competition.
I just mean that you would know about
Being old. You wait until you're old.
I don't think I'll make it that far.
Good. To deal with you for another 10 years.
I've got another 18 months in me, I think.
Mocking is catching, as we say over here.
Excellent, 5 seconds.
So Jason's smashing them out here.
Well done, round of applause, Jack, that was excellent.
Solid
You
reps
keep
there
calling
for
him Jack,
Jason.
and I'm fairly sure it's Jason.
Brilliant. Gary McMenamin and John Donlan, next John knew that though, he was over already.
So Gary McMenamin. So as we were saying there, it's now the 2 categories of mix. So it's a 120 stone that you'll see. The dirtier of the stones is 120. So that's for your class 2 or your class 1 even.
Are we happy?
And then your class 2 is on the cleaner looking stone, which is 100 kilos.
3, 2, 1, go. 7 to beat,
So John Donlan is there on the class 2. Gary McMenamin class 1.
Oh, doesn't quite get that extension there, so could be potentially another 0 in the class 1 there.
Yeah.
Tim never quite managed to get a rep there.
He's getting a bit lower on the stone. If
Gary,
he can get it up.
Getting
No,
it
he's
to the lap, no
struggling there.
bother, but just struggling with the extension.
Yeah, this is going to got rid of John, lovely.
Meanwhile, John on the other side
He's
firing through
firing
those
them away.
reps.
Come on, Gary.
And relatively easy picks up off of the floor. He's smashing them out there.
Again, he's sitting all the way down into that squat, and he's just creating a bit of space between him and the stone.
Yes.
I don't think that's always the right way for everybody.
15 seconds. And another one, John, while you're there. We'll take it. We'll take it, John,
How are we going on now? So I think Gary might be calling it a day on that one.
Yep.
And John is still going. Not sure how much time we have on the clock. Time. So we'll see now. Wait for these results to come in. Again, anyone who still wants to keep up on the results, you need to go to strengthsresults.com and you will be able to see pretty much in live time what the results are and the placements. So John Donnellan, 8 reps.
That's a new leader. So this 120 stone has eluded the 2 so far in the class 1. So let's see if Jordan can be the first person to get a rep here.
And 0 reps again there on that 120.
Oh, and he's having difficulty as well. I think he's got too much tacky on.
And this is, we were talking about this earlier, we were talking about Max, is you can have too much tacky and not enough tacky.
Yep.
And Jordan might be getting, might be
go.
there. Oh, unlucky. Just caught the bar
He just
there.
needed to be a wee bit more patient on his extension there.
Preston in the class 2 there, hopping out on the 100 kilo stone.
Another good rep there from Ethan. John struggling a wee bit. He's got it. He just needs to be patient on this extension. Come all the way up and then over
stone,
instead of trying to come diagonally.
With the air in that belly. Again, he's sitting very, very low into the stone and it drops away from him ever so slightly.
Nah, it's not got it. Again, hands
a lot
too
of energy
high,
expended
sitting too
there
low.
now.
That's a shame. But a learning experience.
Absolutely.
3 zeros so far on the class
Some raw
1.
forearms there on Jordan Kerwin. They're just going to tip the yokes ever so slightly so that the live stream guys there, you can get a bit of a better view. So we have Richard Conlon up now on the 120 stone, and Thaddeus, I think, on the 100 kilo stone. They're just readjusting the yokes there now. For your viewing pleasure.
Let's go.
Here we go now. So Richie, will he be the first man to get a score on the stone?
Yes,
he will.
is.
Excellent. Again, Richie wasn't too confident on stones before this, even though he's been training on these stones. He's certainly mastering them now. Up he goes, up and over. Teddy seems to be knocking him out there on the far side as well. So I think we're going to rep 3 here now for Richie Conlon, coached by Killian Groom.
Some solid reps here.
Yep. And Teddy on the far side, knocking them out. Our DJ of the day, David Harrington, is his coach up there in Midland Strength. So we've got David on the decks and Teddy on the stones. And Richie's on fire here now with these 120 reps. And just lost that one there now.
Almost.
He seems happy enough though.
I mean,
he's
he's
been quite cranky after some of them.
Anything on the board.
First man to get the stone over 120 kg. Kieran Cotting and Andrew Kennedy up next.
So Andrew Keneally from GSP Gym there, coached by Mate Costello, one of our lads.
Referees, we have here. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we have Tiernan,
4 reps to beat on the 120.
the training part to Richie, seeing can he outdo him.
Good start.
And Tiernan has been, as I said earlier, going around doing all the natural lifting stones in Ireland, so he'd want to get a few reps to this one, because this is far easier than natural lifting stones.
There we go. Look at this.
Yeah, and he's up and over, ready to get on his 3rd one, I think, there.
Over she goes. Yes.
Andrew is banging them out on the other side.
Halfway. Keep driving.
They're halfway through the time, as the MC has told us there. Andrew still going. Not sure how many Tiernan is on yet.
You've got loads in you. 15 seconds.
15 seconds to go.
Oh. I think Tiernan is tiring.
Come on.
He's just struggling with that
just
extension there. I was trying to adjust. One more for. Yes.
There we go.
Just before the clock.
Nice. So I think we have Jay Gorman and John O'Brien coming up now.
Next, guys.
No.
Liam
Liam and Claudio.
Yep, Liam the Convo up next. And it's quite tight between the next three and the Class 1.
Yeah.
So Liam is on 24.5 points. He'll be looking to gain some points because the person above him is on 25.5, and then there's one on
Claudio in the background there is popping out the 100 kilo stone. Handy enough. And he has the third one in the bag for Liam.
There's another one in you, Claudio. Oh, yes.
Okay, so he needs to get another rep there now. Richard's.
Okay.
Got it just before the buzzer, I think. Solid from Claudio. Callum up next in the Class 2.
Let's go, Colin.
And Dylan in Class 1.
9 to beat, Colin.
That
9
was
reps for
9
Claudio,
reps
so
for
he
Claudio.
draws with Andrew Keneally.
Yep.
And 3 reps for Liam, so Richard's still leading on that last event zones. And Dylan Brown.
This 120 stone's proven quite difficult for a lot of the guys.
It is, isn't it? There's a big division there with who was able to just bring her up. Dylan's looking strong and solid on this now for reps.
Yep, both guys looking strong, Colin looking solid
Coleman's
as well.
back here in the 100. Yep, up and over. Here we go. Yeah, Dylan is very confident here. Lovely technique, lovely rhythm.
Halfway, Colin. Halfway, Dylan.
Column there in the background now.
Yep, could have a new event leader here in Dylan in the Class 1.
Think, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say
Colin looking solid as well.
There we go. Column, yeah, popping him out there, handy enough. Dylan Brown, I think, is definitely taking the lead there on that zone now. And there's still way more in the tank.
Over she goes, yes!
Column's still in the fire on the back.
So
time on that now.
Dylan went into that half a point off a third. So a good solid performance there. He may have well earned himself a spot on the podium with that performance on the stones there, Dylan. Pretty solid performance from Callum as well. But he had 6.5 points to make up over on Jay, who's
so
coming
9 reps for Column again, so that he's taken the joint.
Yep, tied with another couple of boys and 6 there.
And 6 there for Dylan Brown, yeah.
Which is also the lead for Dylan.
3, 2, 1, go!
So we have Andrew Hudson now.
Yep, Andrew needs to at least match the 6 there from Dylan in order to stay on the podium. He's got 2 so far, I believe.
And Jay Gorman. Yeah, 2 so far, coming in for the
he's
third.
just struggling getting that third one off the floor.
Pulling it in.
Come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew.
In the meantime, over on the opposite end,
we have Jay Gorman.
Yep, smashing it.
And I'm glad for Jay because the last couple of comps have been a little bit tough for him. He was having a few issues with his back and stuff, so he seems to have lasted the full comp and he's doing good. And Andrew seems to have a bit of problem there with the pick.
He really is. He's struggling getting it up. When he gets it up, the load seems okay.
Yeah, it's just that
He's
initial positioning perhaps up at the floor. Again, tacky.
Yep, good extension. He just needs to be a wee bit more aggressive off the floor. But I think Andrew could have just let Dylan in onto the podium there. He's just going to lose that third spot. I think Dylan's going to leapfrog him. So, down to the top 2.
Both men are 2 points away from 4th place here. Both men are. They 9 reps to beat on this side.
So 7 reps there for Jay Gorman. And 3 reps for Andrew. That's a.
Yep, I think Andrew's just let Dylan pip him there. But Remy up now in the Class 1.
Now Remy
is in the second spot. He's 2 points behind. So if Remy gets a solid run here, then he could leapfrog Mark Steele. And he looks
getting a good rhythm. That's 2 now already in the bag for him. No bother to him at all.
Yep, 3 for
Who
Remy.
have we in the background? Dean O'Shea, is it?
Yep.
So 3, I think we're at 3 or 4 for Remy. I lost there when I linked.
Yeah, I think that's 5.
So if that's 5 now, he's on fire here now. Dean in the background as well, is doing really good. So Remy's up again.
Go on, yes. 10 seconds.
Up. 10 seconds left for these guys. Come on, Remy.
Remy's hit
I think he
7
needs one
here.
more rep.
Let's go. Up you get.
And they're trying the lads
He's
there
running
with.
out of time.
Oh,
I think that might have still been 7, you know.
yeah. Perhaps he
But
didn't need it, and the lads were just
what
trying to
he-
get the
what he
pull
needs
as much as you can out of them.
is
TJ as well.
he needs to be ahead of Mark, who's coming up here. He needs Mark to get not only less than him, but less than one other person, so less than Dylan 6. So Mark needs at least 6 in order to take the win here.
And it beats that. Dean O'Shea 11 reps at the back. I think he took the lead
Yeah,
there for
11 reps is awesome.
and 7 for Remy.
Yeah. So if Mark needs to hit at least 6 here in order to win overall,
3, 2, 1, let's go. So she goes, good start, John.
and quite a similar story in the class 2. John needs to make sure that
So Mark is
even
again
somebody else don't beat him.
coming from powerlifting. He has this height as well, which is really going to help him.
Yeah,
Limerick's pointless. Let's go.
yeah, he looks solid.
Let's go, Mark.
3 reps for Mark.
Halfway there. 30
I think
seconds.
we've got John O'Brien in the back, who has had a really good day so far as well. Very impressive on his overhead and his deadlifting.
Oh,
Let's go, boys. Come on, Johnny. Come
Again, I think here now we're seeing from Mark the inexperience of
Yeah.
technique, trying to bicep curl it up off
yeah,
the
yeah. I
floor.
don't like the hands right underneath
No.
like that, but
But he's such a big wingspan and
yeah,
it's quite a small stone.
and he
So
just looks pretty strong.
on, Mark.
Oh,
go on.
made that difficult for himself though. I think he needs at least another rep to guarantee
Yeah, I
yourself the
think they're
win
all
here.
pushing him on the here now, the lads.
He just was a wee bit.
He's up. There we go.
I think it was after the whistle there.
I think it was after the whistle, yeah. So has he done enough?
He needed at least 6 reps to guarantee yourself the win
Round of
there.
applause to all our competitors, guys. Absolute warriors out there field.
Seven reps. And 6 reps for Mark.
So Mark, and I think looking at him there, like Mark's in good nick,
Yep.
but that powerlifting side, he probably hasn't got the conditioning. So
Yeah.
you know, we sometimes look at an open athlete or a heavier athlete and go, Jesus, they've got no conditioning or whatever. I think that's a giveaway there. I think he was a bit gassed. His technique didn't help.
Yep.
If he can
So
nail that down a bit.
John
So where are we
O'Brien, actually, John got 7 reps there, but Dean O'Shea before him, who was sitting in second,
He got 9,
he
I
got
think.
11
11
reps,
reps, okay,
which jumped
so-
him up into first place overall. And Jay Gorman
Wow.
getting into third there, also on the podium.
Oh, that's
the
fantastic.
class-
I'm delighted for Jay.
The
because,
class 1, Mark just managed to hold on to first place, despite Remy winning the stone, so it was half a point in it there. Mark coming first, Remy in second, and then Dylan Brown with that great performance on the stones, jumping into third spot.
So an excellent day over. We've got a
Yep,
joint second here, have we?
what's that?
Is there a joint second? No, it's on the stone.
No,
Don't
no.
ignore me.
Yep. Yeah, it's just the overall standing, so
Awesome. Very, very cool. So we will, lads will be getting cleaned up. Give them a few minutes there to get cleaned up, and they will then be doing the presentation, the ceremony.
Audio. Brilliant stuff. Well done.
is that good, Matty?
So lads, again, more pizza got brought over. So everyone is scrambling for the pizza, and as you caught me there eating it earlier. So I want to say as well, big thank you to Unbreakable Media for doing the live stream today. It's very good. They travelled over. They got over fairly late last night, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to thank you, but you're an asshole, so I won't bother. Sorry, we're still live.
With gun money on
You
it
my
there
best
anyway.
friend.
I don't have any other friends, so
I
if
know,
you're my
you've got to
friend, then
deal
you're
with what we
instantly
have.
my best friend.
Yeah, so I'm your best friend. No, Matt is
my
your
worst
best
friend.
I swear to God, right, when you landed on Friday it was like, was it Friday you turned up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like the bromance continued. He was so happy to see you.
Gingers recognise gingers. That's what it is. We need to stick
you've
together.
got no souls, isn't it?
We need to stick together because nobody else will look after us.
Exactly.
Nobody else is going to put us in the shade.
And then each other. You put knee like over here, like hurling, like broken fingers and God knows what. Like, so it's part of any sport unless you're doing tiddlywinks.
Yeah.
So just getting everything set up. You see the lovely trophies up on the step. So you can't. You're looking at us. So it's my lovely trophy here.
Yeah, trophy wife.
Trophy wife. Willow. I'm sending him back. I don't want him.
Neither does she.
It's like
that's why I'm over here.
Send him over here.
Send me over here to get in there a few days.
Yeah. So what happens when you order a husband off Wish?
Yeah.
So the lads are just about getting cleaned up. As anyone who does strongman knows that tacky and getting cleaned up is a nightmare. But I think we're kind of almost there now.
In 14th place, we've Thomas Doherty, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Thomas.
So yeah, here we go. So Thomas Doherty, we're doing the call-outs now.
Yep. Is this a podium?
I think it's the podium now.
No, I think he's doing everybody.
It's not the podium, it's actually the
whole order.
Place, we have Matt McCullion.
So Matt McCullion.
Place, we have Max Beeman.
Max.
In 10th place, we have Jack Knight Rider. In 9th place, we meet in Preston. In 8th, we Tanny Grodek. In 7th, we've Jane Donovan. In 6th, we've Andrew Keneally. In 5th, we Claudio Nardoni. In 4th, we have C. Harper. Round of applause. We're going to do to the podium, ladies and gentlemen. In 12th place, we have Jay Gorman.
You see the camaraderie here with the lads. It's always very, very good.
In 2nd,
and Jay Gorman, here we go over podium. So Jay Gorman in 3rd.
John O'Brien, yeah, in 2nd place.
The guy with the Colgate smile.
On 1st place, and your winner, Dean O'Shea.
John O'Brien there in 2nd place. An excellent competition for John O'Brien today. And Dean O'Shea took the win. So ladies and gentlemen, that is your podium for the GSP League Event 2 Class 2, I think.
Yeah, Class 2.
Class 2. One day I will remember.
Why did you not just call it novice and enters?
Because we didn't want to, because everyone was like, oh, this is novice, or I'm a beginner, and so we just went Class 1, Class 2, and this is your totals.
And then you just pick based on the weights that you can do. Good shout.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're going to move it away there. We're going to win the Class 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move it on here to Class 1, the podium. In 10th place, Tim O'Donnell. In 9th place, Gary McManaman.
So our Class 2 guys coming out now.
In 8th place, we have
Class
Jay
1.
Kerwin.
Sorry, Kayla. Knocking my
Pregnant
shit
woman.
over.
He's literally knocking a pregnant woman over, lads, if you can see this.
So I've got a theory that Kayla's not actually pregnant because she's been pregnant for about 3 years. I think she's just stuck a pillow down there so that she can get to sit down all day and get the easy jobs, get on light duties.
Thinks you've been pregnant for like 3 years. He thinks you've got a pillow stuck there and you just want to get on buses and passes.
Yeah. You just want light duties.
So Liam McConville up there now. And our podium then, I think. So Dylan Brown is 3rd.
Still the champ. If you don't lose your title, then you're still the champ.
Excellent showing there from Dylan today.
Between the top 2 guys.
So half a point between the top 2. So that's your podium.